What's up, everybody? Welcome into the show. Welcome back to the show. It is Thirsty Thursday. Yes, I missed yesterday. I think I did one Monday. Okay, so we're just going to do a chill stream. As you've seen the thumbnail, we're just hanging out. Pretty easy to do thumbnails. A lot of people take hours to do them. They go in and say, they go to two or three different, apps, like animated apps and different apps for thumbnails and different, AI creations. I just go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I drop a picture and say, create this, blah, blah, blah. Bam, it's done. You may not like it. They're not all animated. So we're here today. It's Thursday. Welcome back to the show. We're just going to chill out, hang in there. We're going to have some fun. We're going to look at a few things, some funny videos maybe. Also, we want to wish a very special person, D9, a happy birthday. I know you guys don't know her. I just know her from other chat rooms. So, D9, happy birthday. Also, excuse me. Also, I would like to just say, we're moving up with the subscribers, but I need the views, guys. I need the watch hours. We have been demonetized. I have time now to reply. I can reply for my monetization. So, but now they're requiring me to get my 4,000 watch hours back before I can reapply for my monetization. But also, if you want to help support the chat, it's going across the screen there. We got the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. The only thing I don't like, this is where people stop supporting streamers, is where they can't let everybody in the chat see that they're donating. They can't hit that little $sign and donate. They're scared to hit the Cash Apps. They're scared to hit the Venmos and PayPals because they think they can't leave a comment. But once you hit the Cash App and those things, you can actually leave a comment and it will be read out loud. Also, that's one of the things people fear is like, they hit the support, but they want to Cash App you and stuff like that if you're monetized. That way everybody else in the chat can see that they're donating to you. I don't know if it's an ego thing or what, but I just ask, if you're going to support the channel, just support it every, the ways we give you and that way are possible to give you right now until, like I said, until I can get my monetization back or get my 4,000 watch hours back and put in, guys, just, if you need we have the QR codes for Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. If you ask for it in the chat, I will put it up on the screen. But we're just hanging out. It's Thursday. It's 93 degrees here where I'm at. The humidity is ridiculous. I had to run to Tractor Supply. I had to go pick up some bird seed and some other feed and some different things. And man, I mean, it was just ridiculous. And it's not even noon yet. So, because the hottest part of the day where I'm at is usually around 1 and 2 o'clock in the evening. So if you're out there and you're in the heat, please stay cool, drink lots of water. Just welcome in. We're going to have a fun day. Hopefully we're going to stream. We're going to get some people in here. Hopefully if they show up, people that I know, I do allow on my panel. I know a lot of people say, well, you don't have other people on your panel. That's because I don't know you. I am a solo artist streamer. I used to do a lot of, I've had so many streams in the past, guys. I've been doing this 6 years, streaming. This is my 4th channel. So we've had other people on the panels. We've had great conversations, great content. Other channels has blowed up, been big, went good, been hacked, been canceled, all that stuff. But this one, hopefully it just got demonetized 3 months ago. They gave me 3 months. 3 months is up, but now I've got to get my watch hours back. Like I said, we're trying to obey the TOS and all that stuff. So we're just hanging out today. If you've seen the thumbnail, you can see I just told it to put my background in there and add a few different things. You see my hat, red dirt hat, no affiliation, but in the thumbnail it put, my right lane is for stock on my hat, which is great. I never asked it to do that. It just saw the things, and it knows from my personality, ChatGPT, what to do. And I think that's neat with ChatGPT, guys. Like, it already knew things about me to put in my thumbnail. So I thought that was pretty. Also, they're saying we have a new feature. I don't know if it's the advanced feature with StreamYard. I pay for my StreamYard every month. I get the not the beginners. I get the middle one. I pay $50 a month. But we're going to see if I can get that. We're going to hang on. Let's get up here and see if I can. First and foremost, we have a Donald Trump was escorted. Did you guys see that? Donald Trump was escorted through through North Dakota. We're going to try to show that, or we're not going to try to. We're going to show that here in just a second. Let me get this pulled up. I think by the Raiders or somebody, or let's see. Let me pull this up here. Look at this, guys. This man is being escorted through.
Escorting the beast, the president's vehicle.
Yes. Hey, see ya. Escorting, I don't care who you are, seeing the president of the United States of America being escorted through North Dakota by the Rough Riders on horseback like Teddy Roosevelt back in 1883 is pretty legendary. Excuse me. I would have to say so as well.
Beautiful winding road that takes you to the top of this hill, which is where the Teddy Roosevelt presidential law. This is just an extraordinary scene, and they could not have a more gorgeous day for this. I know it's really hot back here. It's about 84 degrees out here.
Yeah, it's hot out there too. Humidity.
Not terribly humid. It's just a gorgeous day, and I would expect
nothing compares to you. Everybody has to put music in their shit, don't they? That is a wild sight. I mean, you can say what you want. You know, a lot of people don't like Trump. I get it. He's not your favorite person, you know, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it is what it is. I think it's a historical site. Teddy Roosevelt did it. So, also, like I said, they had a new feature, and I was wanting to see. It says edit. Okay. Oh, we can edit it. Looky there. So it's saying we can move it. Where we want on the screen, as big as we want. Look at this, guys. Oh, that's pretty wicked, ain't it? How do you like that? The new feature with StreamYard. That kind of seems pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's make it larger if we want. Yeah, we can do that. We can move it wherever on the screen we want. That is something. Looks pretty good to me, guys. What do y'all think? Is that not cool with the new feature? Man, are you back? If you're going to start spamming my chat, brother, you're going to have to pay for your comments to be read. You know, I mean, I don't mind you being here, but look at the screen, man. We got the Cash App. We got the Venmo, or we got, PayPal. Cash App's better, or the Venmo. But if you're going to spam my chat with all your stuff, you're going to have to pay. Drop a dono, $10 minimum for you. Because you type in so much shit, and you can type it in there, and I will read it out loud. That is a historical site. That's I don't care who you are. Like I said, that's historical. That's awesome for Trump to do that. You know, it is what it is. So look at that. You tell me that's not a historical site. You tell me you don't like that. That's America, baby. I mean, come on. You can say what you want. That's beautiful. I mean, you know, a lot of people, this is really ridiculous what they've been doing
with her homophobia, hate nonsense. It is absolutely unacceptable. Not coming
exactly.
From
What they've been doing with Caitlin Clark, guys, they have been completely
Caitlin Clark's coach, co-signing all of this insanity.
This has been ridiculous.
Indiana Fever fans, if you had a choice between keeping the color of your skin,
this has been ridiculous. The way they're treating her, and the league is letting them do it. The WNBA.
I'm going to choose heterosexuality. Stephanie White is gay. She's going to be loyal to being gay above everything else. That's why she is speaking for Alyssa Thomas, because her real loyalty is to the gays. I'm not anti-gay, but coach your damn team. Do what's best for Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell.
You have the golden
turn
ticket.
The league into an agenda for the gays. She hates.
And here's what he's saying, because she's not taking up for Caitlin. You have a golden ticket. You have Willy Wonka's golden ticket. You have the #1 best-selling, ticket-setting did you guys see this couple where they climbed they're from Russia. They climbed to the top of the Eiffel Tower in New York. And then he proposed to her down here on the other part of it. And of course the police climbed it and arrested him. Well, they're making fun of Michelle Obama, you know, but yeah, liberal. Yeah. This is in 2 months, U.S. citizens. Look at that. And we have the one and only freaking Sophie Cunningham. She is the GOAT when it comes to freaking, you know, being such a great baller and a defender for, you know, Caitlin Clark, protecting her. Man, I'll tell you what, these people don't have a clue. Let's see. Let's jump over here and let's jump over here to Twitter. Twitter. Let's see what they're doing over here. We also have today, because they've been like really abusing Caitlin Clark. You have, like I was saying, you have the Willy Wonka's golden ticket. This girl, when she misses a game, their ratings go down over 55%. Not just Indiana Fevers, the whole WNBA, the whole women's WNBA. It goes down. Their money goes down. People cancel. They don't go watch the games. None of that stuff. You have a once-in-a-generation lifetime right here ball player. You have some great other athletes, some damn good pro athlete females playing. Why would you not take advantage? When this girl says, I've had enough of the abuse, I'm going overseas, they're offering me $100 million or 30 million, whatever. She's going to leave. And guess what? She's going to take all her audience with her. I promise you that. People will stop watching go look at any sports guy, sports athlete, anybody. Even Stephen A. Smith commented on her. Dude, the women's WNBA, they're messing it up. They should be protecting this girl. They should be not favoring her, but they should not be allowing what they're doing. These other women, if you really watch them, they're throwing their bodies and their knees and their legs into her leg. They're trying to cripple her. They've poked her eyes. I know it's tough ball. She doesn't complain, blah, blah, blah. She's a tough girl, but you can only last for so long. But I'm telling you, when you got a golden ticket, it's already bad. The NBA pays their salary. The girl's already rich. She doesn't even need to play ball anymore in her life. From the sponsor, she's already multi-millionaire. So she doesn't need the money, really. She wants to play ball. This is her dream. She's getting to live her dream, and you guys are actually running it and wrecking it for her, in my opinion. 3 white dudes. The Lakers really think this this is not a sports channel, guys. Just so you know. Yeah, we're just going to listen in.
State, Minnesota, over
we're just checking some things out today. It's a chill stream, guys. We're hanging out.
Sexually assaulting a 10-year-old girl. It's a hard
story
to talk about and to read about. But
why are you talking about it? Governor Tim Walz is facing backlash after Minnesota Board of Pardons, voted to pardon a man convicted of, that's ridiculous. I tell you. The AI stuff they're coming out with is crazy, though. And this is from the great state of North Dakota, guys. Texas, I mean. God bless Texas. Sorry, I meant Texas. I seen the flag. Look how big. I love those flags. And then we got, of course, that scene earlier with Michelle Obama. That's disrespectful. I don't like the Obamas, but that's disrespectful. Happy 250th. Yes, I love that. That's on our monuments. Like I said, you just got to be that woman. Crockett is ridiculous. And, of course, all these other people come out cussing Sophie Cunningham. They don't like her because she's good. She knows how to play ball, I mean, that's a beautiful sight right there, guys. I don't care who you are. I don't care if it was Joe Biden or anyone else. That is awesome. For them to escort the president like they did Teddy Roosevelt. Like I said, I don't care who you are. I don't care. I don't care what president you are. That's amazing. That's a beautiful sight. I really believe so. I'm serious. I think it because even if you don't like our president, guys, even if you don't like Trump, you got to at least acknowledge that this is what we have. We have a president. You may not enjoy it. You may not like him, but he is our president, guys. And I respect the office. I try to respect, whoever. I may not like Biden. I may not like Obama, but I respect the office. Why? Because I care about politics. I enjoy this stuff. Look at this. The Energy USA fans bringing is off the charts. Yes, because I think we advanced and moved up in the World Cup. Yep. Team USA scores a 2-0 World Cup victory on home soil. That's beautiful, guys. Look at that. That's here. Look, I got to do that over. Look at that. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. That is something else. Does anyone know where that was? This is I think Washington. Yes, because they got the fair or the of America going on right now up there. I know some people fixing to be going up there for the 3rd and 4th, Friday and Saturday for the weekend. They're going to be interviewing. They've got some passes. They got some streaming passes. And I'm not talking about channels like mine with 20-something thousands. I'm talking about people that's got, 100,000 subs. I also know a few people that ain't got many subs that's got, approved. And I'll tell you why. Because their background, they've approved they've run. Because trust me, they're not going to let some streamer come up there that's a criminal, got felonies, been in prison. How do I know that? Well, just look. So, like I said earlier, what a terrific, and I want to give a shout out. My brother, he passed away 17 years ago in that area, 17, 18 years ago, brain cancer. But his birthday is July the 5th. So we got that coming up. So we always like do a cookout anyways for July the 4th and stuff. So ever since, I try to celebrate his birthday, anyways, even though he's not here. And where he is buried, he's buried 7 miles from my house in our family cemetery. And I always, on his birthday, I always take a motorcycle ride. I get on my bike and I ride down there and hang out with him for a little bit. So, I'm glad. I wished he could be here to see all this. He would love this. He was a true patriot. So, and he was a goalie. He played soccer all through high school. He was a goalie in high school. He broke all the records up here where I live. I'm telling you, he would have loved this. It would have been great for him to be here to see this, to raise his 3 daughters he had. So, huge shout out to my brother. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like I said, even if you don't care for the president, this is Kansas City, guys. Even if you don't care for soccer, the World Cup, these are just not. These are Americans right here. These are your neighbors. These are the people you live around. You go around in public. They're your fellow Americans. They're by the same cloth as you. To celebrate victories for America. If you can't celebrate victories for America, something's wrong with you. I mean, honestly, if you can't celebrate a victory that even if it is soccer, I don't care for soccer, man. I'm telling you, I think it's cool. I'm a golfer, mate. You know what I mean?
They climbed the Empire.
Here's what we're going to do.
Yesterday afternoon.
So yes, they climbed the Empire State Building yesterday afternoon. Guys, what we need to do is this right here. Warning, content may, okay, disclaimer, we have warning, this content, okay. We have fair use. Let's edit it. No, let's cancel that. Let's edit this right quick. Sorry, guys. And they even gave me this option too. We can now edit this as well. Yeah, pretty cool. We can edit this to see. We can just cover up that little crap right there. Save right there. So, I mean, they're giving us all kinds of tools. You know, it's pretty neat that we get these tools now. I pay for it. They should be giving me more than this. So, this is the couple, the Russian couple. They're climbers. They're extreme climbers, rock climbers. I guess they said they've scaled the Empire State Building. They come over here to do a cool stream about, it says, their sign says something about living the best lives you can or something like that. We'll listen in and see if they actually, if he tells what it says.
Facing criminal charges today.
Of course they are.
They climbed the Empire State Building yesterday afternoon, and at noon they reached the...
When the power of love beats the
fire, that is way up there, folks.
That's with no wires, no harness.
The power of love beats the love of power.
Okay, the power of love beats the love of power. Okay.
The world knows peace.
The world knows peace.
One of them sets up a selfie camera, then appears to get on one knee and propose. There are dozens of police officers responding below, stopping.
Yeah, they climb up there. They climb up there to get them and arrest them.
Body cam footage showing officers arresting them. The two are facing charges that include burglary, reckless endangerment, and criminal mischief. And now,
what do y'all think? Do you think they should be charged? Do you guys think they should be charged for doing something like that? I mean, yes, they could have unalived themselves. They could have done some crazy stuff, could have affected other people. But man, I give them applause for doing something extreme. You only live once, like he said. You got to live. You can't. I'm not saying go out here and do extreme stuff, but you cannot just go walk through life, with your hands in your pocket and your heads down. You go out and experience some things, travel. I mean, these people came here they're Russian, from Russia. They do this kind of stuff, and it's like, what can we do to just? I think they're doing good. I think they're living great. I don't think they should be charged with any crazy charges. They did take they did put their own lives in jeopardy. Is that should that be a crime if somebody wants to, do something to put their life in danger, as long as they're not putting someone else's life in danger? But then they can also consider and say, well, he put hers in danger. She put his in danger, blah, 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 this and that. So yes, we're just now 22 minutes into the show, guys. Make sure you support us streamers. Like I said, just because I don't have the $sign, the super chat down there in the comment in the chat section does not mean you cannot support us. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. We also have the Cash Apps, the Venmos, the PayPals. Support your favorites. You guys are getting great content. You guys, we stream for you guys.
As to how they got there.
What's the penalty for absolutely screwing up traffic for the entire city?
That might
be
the
National Mall in
coming
Washington
sometime soon.
How did they screw up traffic? Because the cops showed up? See, listen to her attitude. Listen to her attitude.
That might be a new
Dana Primo, or whatever your name is. Yeah, it may be. You're sitting in traffic in New York City anyways. I mean, you're not really going fucking fast in New York City.
There were some locks on the door, and they were cut, but we don't know when. Was it the night before? Was it the morning of? Was it an hour prior? I don't know.
Good to know everything seems real safe over there.
And the other, if you watch the body cam footage, the cops on scene, God bless them, they're like, what language do you speak? And they're like, Russian. And they live in New Jersey.
Yeah,
and
they live in New Jersey.
They're going to be engaged, but not before they go before
What's Russian for jail for the rest of your life?
I'm not sure.
Oh my, for the rest of your life. Listen to her attitude. That's pretty shitty, young woman. This woman, she never had kids. She met her husband on an airplane. He was like 40 years older than her. They're still married to today. Some rich executive or some shit. I forget. But I can tell you one thing. They never had kids. What a sour ass. Now, I don't care if you like Fox News or not. Cool. If you're watching, if you're believing any of this mainstream media shit, you're a fool, in my opinion. I don't believe it. I may watch some of it because I have to, and I enjoy politics, but I don't believe everything they say. But man, what an attitude! Why would you say they deserve to be in prison?
what language do you speak? And they're like, Russian. And they live in New Jersey, and apparently they're going to be engaged, but not before they go before
What's Russian for jail for the rest of your life?
Why? Sure. Because they climbed a fucking building. They climbed a building, so they should be in prison for the rest of their life, lady? That doesn't make no sense. They shouldn't do a day in jail. They should maybe get probation and a fine and say, here, don't do this again. This is our problem. I believe in laws. I do. I believe in order. But I don't believe in running someone's life and putting them in prison just because they wanted to do something that they enjoy. Yes, it wasn't the right place. They shouldn't have done it there. They should have went rock climbing, something like that. But you don't jail people because they're living their life. I'm sorry. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with sending somebody to prison or jail for, I'm
going to look that up.
Russian for we are daredevils. Anyway.
Yeah, well.
In the end, it seems to be a significant publicity stunt.
Oh, yeah. I'm
sure of course it was.
They have been climbing buildings all over the world for years, and they've got a Netflix special coming out in a couple of weeks.
See, they got a Netflix special coming out in a couple of weeks. They've been climbing buildings like this for years. Oh, my God. Don't know you. Potential spam. Don't know you. I don't even know where the area code is. How many packages am I getting, man?
Did you do a deep dive on this?
Dana, can I tell you?
I mean, they're obviously professional climbers,
I can't stand them. I didn't read one thing about them.
As they
See, she's like, I can't stand them. Why? Well, who are they to you? They didn't affect you. They gave you a news story for the day. Why are you mad, Dana? This is what pisses me off about anybody. I don't care what news outlet you're on. Why have a sour attitude like that? What did they do to affect you besides give you a new freaking top topic? You got a hit topic on your news broadcast, on your hour, and you're bitching and complaining? Trust me, the world is tired of seeing your politics and your politicians in front of. We're tired of you reporting on all that shit and that phony stuff. And once you actually get a good news story and something in the moment live during your news hour, you say they deserve prison for the rest of their life. You didn't even look into them. You don't like them. To hell with them, basically. What kind of shit is it? This lady man, she must be really having some issues at home.
Buildings all over the world for years, and they've got a Netflix special coming out in a couple weeks.
Did you do a deep dive on this?
Dana, can I tell you, I could not take my eyes off of it.
I can't stand them. I
can't stand them. I didn't read anything on them. Then why are you bitching? They gave you a top story of the day. People tuned into your channel to watch, to give you ratings, so you get your millions of dollars every year, and you're bitching.
One thing
especially as they were.
What kind of people are these?
He goes back up to help her, make sure that her foot hits the right
spot. Wow, what a guy!
I tell you. Right, well, what a guy! Listen at her. Oh wow, what a guy! He got up there to unstick her leg. Man, what an attitude! That's ridiculous, man. Stephen A., what are you talking about?
Your 3 top players are white dudes? Really? This ain't golf. This ain't baseball.
Wait a minute.
It ain't even soccer.
Wait a minute, Stephen. That's a little racist there. Your 3 top NBA players or Lakers are white dudes? He said this ain't golf. And then they say that white people are racist when we say certain things like that. First of all, the number 1 golf player is Tiger Woods. I think he's not white. He's mixed, black and Asian. But you guys refer him to the GOAT, the black Tiger Woods. He's black. And you're going to sit and bitch because the Lakers, the top best 3 players, are white. Now, a lot of people like Stephen A. I don't care much for him because he doesn't feed me, finance me, or fuck me. So I could care less. But this is ridiculous. This is what I'm talking about with the double standard. He can say this shit because he's a rich guy on TV and he gets away with it. And he's a liberal or a Democrat, whatever you're going to call him. He can say this right here, what I'm going to show you again. This ain't golf. That's so racist towards these guys to say they should have been black. The top best players should be black, not white. Black people are better than white people. This is a joke. Listen to this reject.
Where the hell are Los Angeles?
God damn, I wish I could say certain things. TOS is bad on YouTube.
Lakers think they go on with a bunch of white dudes.
Obviously, they think they can do a lot better than LeBron James. That dude changes more teams than his underwear, and he freaking falls out and phonies his injuries when he's on the court more than anybody. He ain't no GOAT.
3 top players are white dudes? Really? This ain't golf?
Did y'all hear that? Sounded like fireworks.
This ain't baseball. Hell, it ain't even soccer.
Wait a minute. Baseball wouldn't have white dudes. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of white dudes in baseball. But the term of professional baseball, the best players in baseball are like Sammy Sosa, like, Latino, brother, Cuban, shit like that. Man, you're one racist dude.
What y'all think this is? Basketball. In NBA history.
That don't mean a white dude can't be better. Go look at Larry Bird, somebody you like, you're friends with. This dude is ridiculous.
When have you seen your 3 most prominent players on a basketball team all be white?
You've seen it now, right now, Stephen A.
And that takes you to the promised land. Somebody got to say it, so I'm saying it. This is basketball.
I'm going to say it, so I'm saying it. He always starts, his voice goes into a girly.
I'm not complaining.
You are. Oh, really? No, you're just being racist, dude. You're being racist.
Making the point. The Los Angeles Lakers. You ain't going anywhere being led by 3 white dudes in today.
How do you know? How do you know where they're going to go? I'm glad you can predict what they're going to do.
Today's generation of basketball. I'm letting you know.
Really? Maybe 5-10 years ago generation of basketball. Obviously, the professionals know more than you, Stephen A. You're just a commentary dude. Yeah, you know a lot of stats and shit like that, but you don't know these. Obviously, you don't know the players, or you don't know the coaches. Obviously, the coaches know a little more than you do, bud.
Right now, it ain't happening. And Luka's a bad brother, and Austin Reeves is no scrub, and they both have.
Then why are you complaining?
Earned what they have earned, and then with LeBron James or some.
Oh, here we go with LeBron James. With LeBron James. God, I can't stand that name. You mean P. Diddy's buddy? The one that dressed up in a maid outfit? The one that Shaquille O'Neal shook his head at? And everybody else said that's ridiculous. He don't represent the ball.
Other brothers I get, but those 2 and Walker Kessler, so you ain't scaring anybody with that. And Rob Pelinka has done made this white dude central. No wonder LeBron James walked out the door.
No, that ain't why. LeBron James walked out the door because they offered him money somewhere else. He ain't winning no championships. He's this dude's something. I love that scene. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a beautiful scene. TMZ, Taylor Swift wedding sees overnight food deliveries at Madison Square Garden. Is that where she's having her wedding? Is Madison Square Garden? Oh, my Lord. She's going to have her wedding in Madison Square Garden? I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know Taylor Swift was going to have her wedding at Madison Square Garden? I just wonder how long it's going to last, Like, every boyfriend she's had has been like, she's wrote songs on. That's the only reason she's like got hit songs, because she keeps writing, hit songs over her ex-boyfriends. I mean, it's pretty wild. Yes. So I take it that they're going to, from my understanding, can you guys hear me? I guess they're going to get, so she's got to outdo everybody and have one of the biggest weddings there is in Madison Square Garden. So this is Taylor Swift's food deliveries at Madison Square Garden for her wedding, I guess. Huh. I won't be watching. I could care less. Europeans in America are partying it up. Yeah. Yeah.
We cannot make an issue when individuals want to say,
oh, wait a minute. Did this brother just come out and say what I said?
Stephen A., nobody had to say that dumb stuff.
Thank you. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Thank you for saying this. That was bullshit. I truly believe it. It was racist. That was wrong. He should have never said that.
Nobody had to say that. Because here's what we cannot do. And by we, I mean people that look like you and me. We cannot make an issue when individuals want to say,
we can't lower ourselves to white people. That's what he's going to say. Can't lower ourselves to white people.
We ain't seen black quarterbacks win a Super Bowl years ago. We cannot make an issue when Bill Polian says Lamar Jackson should play wide receiver, not quarterback, and we call it racist. We cannot make an issue when we say we haven't seen black head coaches competently.
Thank you for somebody calling this out.
We cannot make issues about racial and racism. And
well, he did.
And then sit here and get off a tongue-in-cheek racist joke. Because Stephen A., you would be the first one on First Take crying racism in the event the role was reversed. And an individual said, we ain't seen too many black quarterbacks win Super Bowls. Now I'm talking.
Thank you. And also, that was a bad racist. I don't think it was a joke. This fool, Stephen A. is always for real when it comes to sports. When he said, this ain't golf, Tiger Woods is the best, bro, and he's black. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, to me, he's not. He is one of the best, maybe the best. The Golden Jackets, you got Jack Nicklaus, Golden Bear, you got, Arnold Palmer, you got all those people. They were great. They were the best in their generations. Like I said, Jack Nicklaus was still one of the best golfers there were. Greg Norman, all these people. Dude, how are you going to say that? How are you going to say that?
Full black quarterbacks, okay? I'm talking black mama and black daddy. Stephen, there's a difference between causation, correlation, and coincidence. Now, if you wanted to, and I know you can because you are one of the more astute basketball analysts in the history of the sport, if you wanted to say, I don't think that Walker Kessler, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic have the athleticism to be able to slow down opposing offenses and lead the Lakers to a championship.
Don't say what you did.
You can say that. But if you want to bring up something that might be coincidental and act like what is coincidental is causation or correlation based upon race, now you just as wrong as the individuals 20 and 25 years ago who said black quarterback.
He's just as wrong as the people said a week ago about Carmelo Anthony. I know if I would have been about white people, blah, 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 blah. It's all racist. It's a racist jury. It's a racist this. It's a racist.
Aren't smart enough to lead a team to a Super Bowl. So, Stephen A., you don't have the luxury of crying out racism and simultaneously spewing a racist remark. We just don't have that luxury. So
Thank you for saying that. Whoever you are.
Contrary to Stephen A.'s belief that somebody got to say it, nobody had to say it.
Thank you. Thank you. Arco. Okay. Emmanuel. Oh, the hell, I don't know. Thank you, though, for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
Food companies must use best if used by and use by labels instead.
What's going on with their foods?
California has banned the use of sell by food labels. Food companies must use best if used by and use by labels instead.
Well,
the
good.
goal is to end confusion and unintentional food waste. The law went into effect on Wednesday, and a similar law was passed by New York State lawmakers and is awaiting the governor's signature. California has banned the use of sell by food labels.
California's always doing something crazy. We got some Sophia Cunningham.
Rather break your face. I've come to apologize, me lord.
There they are. Michelle Obama's the man. Look at that. That's fucked up. That's funny. That's so funny. That's funny. Leftist lady says America needs to start prosecuting people for hate speech. Well, let's start with Stephen A. because that's what he just did.
Hate speech needs to be a crime. We need to start holding people accountable and prosecuting folks.
That's wild.
Who think it's acceptable to go around broadcasting hateful things online in public spaces.
Really?
Right?
So now you're going to control her speech?
For you to say hateful,
it's bad enough we have POS
about another human being.
Really?
Because
so your feelings can't take it?
Incites hate towards people, hate.
Really?
These are not bipartisan, and it seems to be more of a celebration of him than it is of our country.
Scott, you were at the event today at the Roosevelt Library, which
not bipartisan, and it seems to be more of a celebration of him than it is of our country.
Scott, you were at the event today at the Roosevelt Library, which looks awesome. How do you think 250 is going compared to what the president wanted it to be?
Yeah, he's on the train.
That's well, beautiful. If I first just may say a word for the Teddy Roosevelt Library, it was well attended today. The president spoke to several hundred people at the library, and then he had a huge crowd in the amphitheater here, which if you've never come to Medora, it's one of the most unique and interesting places
Protect that,
in
man.
the United States. But I think America 250 is a great thing for our country, and I think the president's right
to lean into
it. And I think there's a very simple explanation.
I'm so thankful that President Trump is running this 250 celebration instead of Biden. I mean, Biden would have some, Transformers out on the White House lawn. He would, just like he did, he would have some crazy stuff, or he wouldn't even remember what day it was. He wouldn't even be able to think of what to put together for the America 250. I don't think Biden could have done this. I really don't. I'm not trying to spit on him, but here's the thing. He's just not that guy. Biden's just not that guy to do something like this. I promise you, Biden, I don't think he could have done a celebration of the 250 as good as Trump. Excuse me. I just don't see it. And he's too old. His mind is not right. I really do not believe Joe Biden could have put a thing on like this. I really don't. I think it's crazy. I think President Trump was meant to lose 2020 and meant to become president again in 2024. I do, because it showed and exposed what the Democrat Party's done, what they do, what they believe in, all this socialism shit, everything. And the American people started taking note and said, hey, we don't want this. We got to get Trump back in office. I think that's truly what was meant to be.
About some of the attendance, and it's because, and you can see it in the polling. Don't take my word for it. Ask the Gallup poll, ask NBC News poll. We have a patriotism gap in this country.
Exactly. Scott Jennings always spitting facts over on CNN, and like he said once before, he gets paid good damn money to do this shit too.
Republicans love this country. They're patriotic about this country, and Democrats aren't. They just aren't. They're not proud to be Americans, and therefore they're not interested in celebrating America's 250th birthday. And I don't think it's
proven. They actually, the CNN dude did a poll, did a study, did the polls, and it wasn't Fox News or it wasn't a conservative news outlet that showed it. It was CNN that did the poll, and they told it. Democrats do not want to be in this country. They do not like the flag. They do not want to celebrate America 250.
This has been a steady downward trend
it's
for the
been
last
proven.
25 years, and it's sad, but we've got two parties in this country.
It's real sad. Now, I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, blue, red, whatever you want to be whatever you want to be. I don't care. But to trash the country that is giving you your freedoms in America and the country that is the greatest country on this planet, really? I mean, seriously, like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't trash this. I couldn't trash the country that I love. I couldn't do it, man. I could not do it. I love this country, man. I do. I hope you guys do too. I mean, I promise you, if you go to another country, you're not going to have these freedoms. Yes, certain countries do have freedoms, but not as much as our, not as much as America does. America has
one appears to be hating it more and more by the year. And I think that is a sad thing. We live in the greatest country in the world. The president proclaims that message all the time. And that's something that ought to unify all Americans, but Democrats just can't seem to get behind.
But Scott, isn't the president proclaiming his face all the time? I mean, it's up on front of the Justice
So
Department.
what? He's the president.
He's remaking Washington in
He's
his
the president.
image with his name on things.
He's the president.
I mean,
so there is no other buildings or anything with any other president's names on them. There's not roads. There's not signs made with other presidents. That's the president. He deserves that honor. I don't care what president. They deserve the honor to have their name stapled in history. Joe Biden, Obama, they deserve it. They were president. Now, they didn't run this country right. In my opinion, they ran it in the ground, but they still deserve the honor. They were president. They were the leader of the free world. They deserve to have their names to go down in history.
Isn't that
and they will
part of the issue? I mean, you're saying it's hate of the country. I don't hear a lot of hate of the country from, from people who are Democrats in D.C. It's dislike of the president.
Look at the polls, buddy.
Well, I would encourage you to listen to some of the interviews that have been given by the Democrat candidates who have recently won primaries. And I would encourage you to read the polling that's come out just this week.
Yeah, they said they hated Kamala Harris. They said Joe Biden could F off. They said Kamala could F off. They called Joe Biden a PDF, they called, and those are Democrats that's won.
Week. In the last few days from the Gallup organization about the patriotism gap that exists. I'm sorry to tell you, Republicans love this country and they always love it no matter who's in charge. And look, yes, Donald Trump has put his picture on things. I hate to break the news. He's the president of the United States and he's going to be part of things going on with our government.
Exactly.
And our government
no matter what,
things
he's going to be part.
250th birthday, and he's the president and he's going to be part of it. And the fact that they cannot accept that or that they would use that as an excuse not to celebrate this country is pretty sad in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous. It's not just sad. It's ridiculous, I mean, that's the problem.
From dementia, I don't think he really understands what he's saying.
Do you really think the president has dementia?
You think Trump has dementia?
Any of the videos.
This guy's a joke. This guy's a billionaire, by the way. If you don't know who Pritzker is, this guy is a billionaire. So he doesn't have to do anything. His family has hotels. He has hotels. So if you think this politician's just making $175,000 a year, you don't understand. So socialism's great threat. It is
continually suffering from dementia. I don't think he really understands what he's saying.
Do you really think the president has dementia?
Joe Biden does.
I do. I think if you look at any of the videos from 2015 or 2016 and look at how he.
What did they say about Joe Biden? About videos from 2015, 2014, when he was vice president also. What did they say about videos of Joe Biden and then 2020 and stuff? Oh, well, that's 5 years ago, 6 years, 4 years ago. Hell, he was younger then. He's older. He's 80 years old now. He's 79 years old now. Of course, he's not going to be as fast and as, da-da-da. See, they won't see the double standard, what I'm talking about. They won't admit that, though. That they said the same thing about Joe Biden. Oh, well, he was younger then. He was younger. That's been 4 years, 5 years. But no, now he's saying Trump, well, of course, it's been 10 years, buddy, or more. Of course he's got older. I don't think he's got dementia. Trust me, he knows what he's doing.
Responded to questions and how he was at press conferences, and then you fast forward and look at him now.
Why don't you go look at videos and fast forward and look back then on Joe Biden and then look now? Or look when he was president, and even look where he gave a speech last week. He couldn't even find his way off stage again. So the damn DJ guy that's mixing the music and the lights had to tell him where to go to get off stage.
I really think that there's something genuinely wrong with him.
It's
I'm not a doctor. I haven't diagnosed anything. I'm just suggesting to you that
you can't diagnose anything, you Lord.
Just look at the way he puts words and sentences together, and
look at the way you do. You got a list
in the same sentences. If the man is continually suffering from dementia, I don't think he really understands.
You see the way she looked at him?
Do you really think the
she's
president
like,
has
really?
dementia?
Look at her. She's like, do you really think? Because I'm in the room asking him questions in the White House press. She is. She's the one that Trump always says, this is the dummy. Listen to the question you're asking, girl. This is the one he always calls out on CNN. That's why she's behind the desk right now and not in the White House news, office or whatever you call it, the newsroom in the White House. She is always the reporter that's in the White House. She ain't right now because he's roasted her so much because she asks these stupid ass questions. She knows that Trump has not got dementia. Look at her. That's why she's looking at him like this. Like, and she asked him, she's like, do you really believe that? Because I've been around him. I know.
Is continually suffering from dementia. I don't think he really understands what he's saying.
Do you really think the president has dementia?
Do you really think, with her eyes squinted, like, really? Do you really think that? Do you really think that? Because she knows better. She does. She knows better.
Dementia?
I do. I think
did you see her eyes raise up? Like, really? You believe that shit? You're dumb.
At any of the videos
These people are
from 2015 or 2016 and look at how he responded to questions and how he was.
These people are so, they do anything to sell anything. And this dude, yeah. Stephen A. Yeah, that was awful.
Top players are white dudes? Really? This ain't golf. This ain't baseball.
Stephen, buddy,
I really think that
you're in trouble, pal.
These are not bipartisan.
You're going to be in
and
some
it seems
trouble
to
with
be
that
more of a
comment,
celebration
bro.
of him than it is of our country.
You're going to be in trouble.
Scott, you were at the event today at the Roosevelt Library, which looks awesome. How do you think 250 is going compared to what the president wanted it to be?
Well, if I first just may say a word for the Teddy Roosevelt Library, it was well attended today. The president spoke to several hundred people at the library, and then he had a huge crowd in the amphitheater here, which if you've never come to Medora, is one of the most unique and interesting places in the United States. But I think America 250 is a great thing for our country, and I think the president's right to lean into it. And I think there's a very simple explanation about some of the attendance, and it's because, and you can see it in the polling. Don't take my word for it. Ask the Gallup poll, ask NBC.
Let's see if he's got that. We want to do that. We want to hear this fool. I want to hear this fool because I tell you right now, this fool is.
3 top players are white dudes? Really? This ain't golf. This ain't baseball. Hell, it ain't even
you
soccer.
are in trouble.
What y'all
buddy.
think this is? It's basketball. In NBA history,
You're in
when
trouble,
have
pal.
you seen your 3 most prominent players on a basketball team all be white? And that takes you to the promised land. Somebody got to say it, so I'm saying it. This is basketball. I'm not.
You're saying it bad, buddy.
I'm simply
you're in some
making
shit now.
the point. The Los Angeles Lakers. You ain't going anywhere being led by 3 white dudes in today's generation of basketball. I'm letting you know right now, it ain't happening. And Luka's a bad brother. And Austin Reeves is no scrub. And they both have earned what they have earned. And then with LeBron James or some other brothers I get. But those 2 and Walker Kessler, you ain't scaring anybody with that. And Rob Pelinka has made this white dude central. No wonder LeBron James walked out the door.
This ain't baseball. Hell, it
This
ain't
is
even
crazy,
soccer.
man.
What y'all
Steven,
think this is?
that's very
Basketball.
disrespectful, buddy.
In NBA history, when have you seen your 3 most prominent players on a basketball
Crazy.
team all
Crazy.
be white? And that takes you to the promised land. Somebody got to say it, so I'm saying it. This is basketball. I'm not complaining. I'm simply making the point. The Los Angeles Lakers. You ain't going anywhere being led by 3 white dudes in today's generation of basketball. I'm letting you know right now, it ain't happening. And Luka's a bad brother. And Austin Reeves is no scrub. And they both have earned what they have earned. And then with LeBron James or some other brothers I get. But those 2 and Walker Kessler, you ain't scaring anybody with that. And Rob Pelinka has made this white dude central. No wonder LeBron James walked out the door. But I'm here to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen.
That's crazy. That's crazy for him to say that, though.
Drug dealers. It's not easy. It's only Trump people that you want to come after.
You know where there's drug dealers?
It's only easy. Oh, you wouldn't know.
Let's see what's going on here. Is this where she gets thrown off? Oh yes, this is where they threw her off the beach, guys. This is where they threw her off the beach. New Jersey. They threw these people off the beach.
Sucker with dozen cops. Oh my God.
You can't fly a flag in America. You can't fly a flag on a public beach anymore. It's basically what they're saying, right? You can't fly a flag. You can't fly a flag on a public beach. Oh no. It's got Trump's face on it, or it's got American flag on it.
Because we walked on the beach to take a photo with the Trump flag.
You know, you're free to go. You don't have to stay here.
Because I'm waiting for my friend.
But you won't let them on the beach, buddy. Look at you. You look like a puss with your boobs hanging down and the curls going down, the boob curl going under your
Don't
arm.
you have better things to do with your life?
Your belly
No,
hanging
we're
out.
not.
No, he don't. He's a liberal. This is what they do. They don't have anything better to do but harass true American patriots. That's it.
You're the focus right now.
You're my focus.
It is easy.
It's easy to
It's
come
this
after
easy.
us.
So you guys are not allowed to walk out on a pier and go down to the beach, and because you got Americano on.
It's not easy to go after drug dealers. It's not easy. It's only Trump people that you want to come after.
Exactly.
It's only easy. Oh, you wouldn't know because you don't do your job. You wouldn't know because you don't do your fucking job. After people for taking pictures with the Trump flag. Get a fucking job. Get a fucking job.
I guarantee you, if that was Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or the ABC community flag, They wouldn't say shit. They'd let those people take as many photos if they wanted. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Teenager today, an American teenager, has less testosterone.
I can't hardly understand what he says half the time. This guy, I like this guy, but he cusses a lot. America, the national anthem. Yeah, there we go. Let's jump over here for a minute to let's see what's going on over here. Anything new on these? We're gonna do some TikTok. Why? Let's see what we're doing over here. I know a lot of people don't like it. They're not going to like it. Let's jump over here for a second, guys. Can we jump over here for a second? Let's jump over here to, let's see what we can do here. Welcome in, welcome in. I miss President Barack Obama. You miss President? Why? What did he do for you? Like, honestly, give me a real answer. I would love to know. What did he actually do for you? I mean, he brought in so much junk and shit to the White House. I don't understand half the people that think that he was a great president. Let's see what we got going on here, guys. Welcome in. If you're new, hit that subscribe, like, comment. Let's see here what we're going to show. Let's see what this.
No kings in the USA.
No Kings Day! Woo!
Look at Biden sniffing these kids over here.
No Kings Day! What are we going to do to the king?
We're gonna shut him down.
How are we going to shut him down?
Impeachment.
If there's impeachment,
Impeachment.
that means there's a Congress and Donald Trump can't be a king.
Right.
Right. Why is Donald Trump a king?
These people have no common sense whatsoever.
Is that a question?
Because he has repeatedly overused
He's trying to abuse this world and try to make this place all about him.
Why are you asking me this? You know the answer.
What's the answer?
You know it.
What is it?
You know the answer.
So many people showed up.
Imagine if they showed up like this for Kamala.
People showed up for Kamala.
Did that go the way you thought?
That was funny. That was funny.
What is one action that Donald Trump took that is impossible to do under the Constitution, but he did it anyway?
Nothing.
I can't name specific laws. I'm sorry.
Exactly. You can't name them.
I lost a lot of thought on that.
You're a reporter. So why don't you do your homework? Don't ask me.
Went to war.
These people are so
Can?
twisted. Look at them.
Putting ice in our cities.
Legally, he could put ice in cities.
I don't really get.
Y'all hear those sirens? Give me a minute, guys. I got to turn my mic off. There's a bad
Kennedy
accident.
Center.
Which amendment under the Constitution is he prohibited to renaming the Kennedy Center?
I refer you to the New York Times 2 days ago. They had a list of 30 items.
And you read it.
I read it, absolutely.
So what is one thing from that list?
One thing from that list is I'm blanking.
I did not fully read it. I've got it. I've read excerpts.
He's trying to run again.
I love it when they catch them in the,
Yeah,
in the moment.
The first time.
Ask them questions in the moment. They don't know what. I read it. I read it.
Fascist.
They can't tell you
Did
nothing.
you not hear what I said?
But he
He's
left
a
the first.
fascist.
Are you affirming
Why?
that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about.
That's okay. You can just say.
You can just say, yeah. Trump don't give a shit. See, that's why I like Trump, because I know where I stand with him. I know where he stands.
This is what's going to happen in the midterm.
I know where Trump stands. And that's the thing. People don't understand. I prefer to deal with somebody like Trump that's going to tell me straight up what he's going to do instead of dealing with somebody like Biden or Obama or Bush. They're warmongers. They do dirty handshake deals behind doors. And I think that's why a lot of people just don't like him. is because he's upfront, he's bluntly spoken, he doesn't give a shit. So he tells you how it is and what it's like, and they can't deal with that because they can't control him. They can't make their dirty deals to have him to bow down to them. And it ain't just about the money. Trump's attitude's been like that his whole life. He's a winner. He goes and gets it.
Donald Trump was a king, so there wouldn't be any elections.
Don't be so cavalier about that.
Well, that's what y'all are doing. You're protesting no kings. If Trump was a king, you would not be allowed to stand on that street with that sign and protest. That's the bottom line.
You're taking this as a joke. It's not. This is you.
It is a joke because you guys actually believe that Trump can be a king.
You can't be serious. I am serious.
I am
and
serious.
Don't call me Shirley.
If he was acting like a king, he'd probably try to jail his political opponents.
Of course he has.
Oh my God, wait. I think Joe Biden might be a king.
See, because Joe Biden tried to jail Trump. They all did. Look at that old fool. God almighty, what a much brain.
Who do you want to win the U.S.-Iran war? Honestly, I can't say who. You
don't want the United States to
She
win?
don't even know.
Trump.
The U.S. is bombing Iran for no reason. I am rooting for the United States to just stop.
So you're not rooting for the United States?
Correct.
Are you happy the Ayatollah's dead?
No. I'm not happy that anyone's dead.
Trump took out the Ayatollah. He took out Maduro. He seems to be the king slayer. You got to give him credit.
How can you ask that question?
I don't know. I heard you love strong men.
Do you love strong men?
Well, maybe George Clooney.
Yeah, I'd be shaken if I saw him.
You mean feminine beta males is what you like?
We are the families. Climate families.
Do you know who I am?
Well, you a king?
Look at her. Got a little. No kings.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. Yeah, it's Johnny, honey, from I think Fox or something.
Well, you're not ready for this meltdown, but you can tell by his little facial expression, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, look at his face. Oh my God.
I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. I don't care if you're right or left.
Why do they always start out that way? I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I'm going to be a realist. I'm going to call you both out.
I don't care about any of that shit.
Yes, you do. That's all you care about.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly why you're
Let's
sitting there
continue.
saying it, buddy.
If you think anything about this is cool or American or manly, I have to assume that much like anybody associated with the planning and the production of this event, all of the sponsors of this event, matter of fact, anybody that's even remotely associated with this event, much like all of them, you are so slow I could time you with a fuck calendar. Nothing about this is cool. Well, you just don't like it because you're a liberal, and liberal men aren't masculine.
Actually, I would say that you don't like it because you're a liberal and liberals hate everything. If you guys ever wanted us to take you seriously about being upset about something, then maybe try not being upset about literally everything.
Exactly. Stop getting upset because you.
I'm not doing none of this.
I'm not doing none of this. I'm silly.
This is some tear your shirt off, wave the flag in a category 5.
Can't even show anything of the UFC. These
Can
people.
you provide a definition for the word woman?
Woman.
Can I provide a definition? No. Yeah,
No.
I can't.
Then you don't deserve to be a judge, lady. Especially a Supreme Court judge. That's got to be the most ridiculous stuff I've ever heard. How do you not know?
You can? Not in this context.
Not in the way you want me to say it.
Controversial case, and it triggered culture wars across the United States. The Supreme Court was being asked to rule on laws in 2 states in particular, West Virginia and Idaho.
That's disgusting. Can't tell you what a woman is. I can't tell you what a woman is.
You've never seen those photos of an abortion?
Not like that graphic.
Yeah.
Not that
It's sad, isn't it?
This guy's a joke.
Liberals are cranky.
I want to remind everybody that July 4th is
Canceled.
It's canceled. By who? You? Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you sit at home and be miserable with your cats? I can't say cats. I have cats. I like cats, man. We're just going to cancel July 4th. That's what she said. Canceled. It's canceled. It doesn't look like it from the White House lawn. It looks like July 4th is blowing up bigger and better than any other time.
I just think racist.
I just think you should be sent to a communist country that you want to go to, all paid expense to get you there, and you guys can live under socialism all you want. They can bring you 3 eggs a week or whatever they do. You get no bananas in that country. You're limited on everything. How would you love that?
People shouldn't have to work to prove their value.
Yeah, I know, but people actually have to work in life, lady, because it's...
I don't care if you're a Democrat.
That guy again.
Trans is the acceptable racism that we can say whatever, we can call cis people trans, and that's okay. And neither of you are upset about that. That is completely ridiculous.
All right. What?
What?
That's what Stephen Miller said, and neither of you care.
Neither one of us are defending Steve. Like, we're not.
Yeah, because you zoomed past into a whole other issue.
We're talking
that
about
was the most offensive thing
we're
that
talking
Stephen
about
Miller said.
But
no, we were talking about Stephen Miller, and the most offensive thing that was said was that calling a cis person trans, so that is a horrible thing to be. That is disgusting.
So you pick something out of what somebody says, and then
States of America.
9 years ago, the most iconic liberal meltdown of all time was recorded. That's so funny. That is
awesome. What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first time ever anywhere in the States of America. Donald J. Trump.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. That's so freaking iconic. That's so iconic. Oh my God, that's so funny. I don't know about y'all. That's funny. That's some funny stuff, man. That's funny. That's funny. That's so funny. No, I ain't gonna do what I wanted it to do. Damn it, I wanted it to do. Cut all that part off. Man, it's Thursday. Where are you at, guys? It is hot out there. What are you guys doing today? It is now 12:17. Whew, it is. Let's see. Right now at my place, it's 90 degrees, and it's humid as hell. Let's see what the humidity average +9 feels like. 92. Yep. The UV index is 9, very high. Sunset is at 8:01 this evening. Huh. Okay. Humidity is 61%. My Lord. That's up there. So, huh. This is funny. This is some funny stuff. Liberal meltdowns. Liberal meltdowns. Hi. Let's see. Let's go and look if we can find anything else. Do we have any good videos of the Europeans going crazy again?
Have you picked up on anything so far?
We've picked up on the Philly cheesesteak. Never had one before, and honestly,
never had a Philly cheesesteak. We picked up some Philly cheesesteaks.
Very good.
Just came back from Boston. I thought was hilarious is that the bars in Boston are now open until 3 a.m. compared to 2 a.m. because they are adapting to the European people, the European countries coming, like Norway, Scotland, France.
And we're very used to party late. So
yeah.
They open the bars a bit longer because they have more people in the streets at night.
We used to leave in our house at maybe 12 o'clock to go out, and the Americans close, especially in LA where you are on the West Coast. By 1:45, it's finished.
It's all over.
Yeah, it's over.
Have you picked up
I wonder why
so
that's
far?
like that.
We've
You
picked
know?
up on the Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, hey, D9, how you doing?
Honestly, it's
Good to
very
see you.
good.
Just came
I
back
wonder
from
why
Boston.
that's
I thought
like
was hilarious is that the
They,
bars in
did you hear
Boston.
what they said? Happy birthday. I gave you a shout out earlier. I know you wasn't here, but I did wish you a happy birthday out here. Also, I'd like to say something. These people just said, we don't start getting ready until midnight to go out and have fun. And they're like, even in LA, like the bars and the things close at, 1:30, 2 o'clock. If you want to see what I look like instead of just a cartoon photo, here, I'll show you. So, it's nice to see you. So here's the thing. Yeah, I'm a big guy. Sorry. I'm 6'2", 230. So I don't understand some of these people because they're like, hey, let's see if we can get it back. Okay, there. Let's see. Well, sorry. I had a, nope. There you go. We also did the, it's funny, these Europeans at the World Cup, because we just won. The USA is actually advancing. I'm not a big soccer fan, like I said earlier. I don't really keep up with it, but to be America, I think it's awesome. But yeah, this guy's
not open until 3 a.m. compared to 2 a.m. because they are adapting to the European people, the European countries coming, like Norway, Scotland, and France.
And we're very used to party late. So
yeah.
We open the bars a bit longer because they have more people in the streets at night.
We're used to leaving our house at maybe 12 o'clock to go out, and the Americans close, especially in
LA
where you are on the West Coast.
Man, you're partying until daylight.
It's finished. Yeah. So,
I mean, that's pretty wild, That's pretty, if you're waiting till midnight to go out. I mean, I like some of these people are like
out in Texas at a barbecue, Texas
I
barbecue.
can't believe the Texas barbecue. I love the accent.
It's amazing, absolutely
Yeah.
incredible.
I love watching these reaction videos. It's so fun. Wow. They're just
First Texas barbecue.
I think a lot of us Americans take so much for granted. I mean, really, we do. I do. I've took so much for, and to watch these, I mean, it's like these people are almost healing the country with their.
America is safe. America is clean.
They want to play the music.
Why do I need to know the waitress' name? Are we going to dinner with her tonight or something?
She said, "What? I need to know the waiter's name." That's funny. So.
This is what you guys eat instead of beans on toast for breakfast? Yep.
Everyone talks shit about the World Cup in America and Canada. This is something we don't really have in Europe.
They don't.
Massive
I've never been to Europe, so I don't know.
Already aged by their TVs. These sport bars are absolutely fantastic. There's even like a second floor. Look, this is where you sit here. You drink your beer. You have, oh wow.
And here's something they keep saying. They their media. A lot of them keep saying the media has just tarnished them. They've grown up with their media and BBC, all that, saying America sucks. We're fighting in the streets. We're this and that. Don't go there. I just wonder if that's really true. Because I know a lot of these people, they do content. They like to do content from over there as well. But I truly believe a lot of these people are genuine. They're really shocked by a lot of this stuff. They're not just trying to make a video, and I'd say a lot of them are, but the ones that I've watched and actually done reviews on and seen a lot of these, they're like really, really blown away because the sizes of our Costco's, Walmart's, or, places, it's like, because one couple was like, I don't understand why, everything's so big. This woman owns 30 acres. And I'm like, because we can buy that if we want to, you don't have to, but they live, and I had to stop and think, they live in these brick houses with like these 20 by 20 plot little grass or patio in their backyard, more than likely probably paved, a little patio with a private fence. And what gets me is a lot of them this woman was like, we don't even have dryers. We hang our clothes still on a clothesline. Now, as a kid, I remember my mother, that's all we ever had was a clothesline. We grew up in the housing projects. It was rough, but that's, we would literally have to watch our clothes dry because other kids and other people would steal them. So we always had to, we always had clotheslines, and I miss those because I truly think that's some of the best way to dry your clothes anyways. And now I use certain soaps, but like an Arm & Hammer for my clothes. But they say I've heard experts say you don't supposed to use detergent on your jeans or anything because it tears your material up and they don't last as long. Now I buy Levi's. I'm a Levi guy, boot cut. I like my pants. I don't buy jeans that fall apart. I don't go to JCPenney's and buy a $30 pair of jeans. I'm not going to tell you what mine costs, but people say I'm ridiculous. But I also I work a lot on the property. I do a lot of stuff. I need jeans that last, you know, like I need things that hold up. What's up, Orthodox? Welcome to the channel. Hey, American Uncensored, my buddy. Ain't seen you in a while. I was checking your stuff on Facebook yesterday, the new music video you put out. Great job. Hey, Ortho, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I've popped in your channel a few times. I kind of don't like to really talk a lot. Here and there, I like to comment on some things. You guys are welcome to come up on my channel as long as I know you know the rules. I am demonetized right now because they said I was doubling my shorts or some shit like that. I've waited long enough. It's been 3 months. Now they're telling me I have to get my 4,000 watch hours back, blah, 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 all that crap. So, you know how YouTube goes. They just like to do some crazy shit. This is my 4th channel. My first channel was like 2018. I had around about 70 something thousand subs. I was doing good, but I didn't know the rules. I just seen people doing it, and I was like, I can do this shit. You know what I mean? I got on. It didn't take long. They had me canceled, but it didn't take long for me to grow a channel either. And then I walked in Walmart. And did a reel how much cheese was in 2024. And it got about 500 views. I'm not trying to brag or nothing. I just want to explain something. I got about 500 views. And, but when Trump won in 2024, it got over 2.2 million views. And they're like blaming Trump, you know, and all this. I'm like, dude, go look, see when it was, you know, see when it was. Here, let's see. This is one of my old channels. I gained almost 2,000 subscribers, but I'm just explaining. I've been around here for a long time. I've been streaming for a long time. I don't like to share a lot of stuff, but I do share my travels. If you guys, now this channel is taken. YouTube runs this channel. I can't control this channel. I want to show you something real quick. Let's see here. Shorts right here. Let's see. Right here it is.
Somebody was trying
Why does it do that? Why does it do that? See what I mean? And I've got excellent internet, everything right here. This is what I did. I walked in Walmart, showed this. Content can be whatever you make. It's what I'm trying to say.
This doesn't make sense.
Got over 41,000 thumbs up, 25,000. Okay. So I gained almost 1.93 thousand subs on that channel. What's crazy is, let me explain something here. Let's see, where's my, okay, right here. This was my 3rd channel. Yeah, this was my 3rd channel. I had right at 40,000 subs. I did get some, when this channel got froze by YouTube, they kept it. It's still monetized for the live streams and stuff. I got some of my followers from over here. Now, I know a lot of people. I've done lives. I've deleted over probably 2,000 lives because I had people on there that I don't associate with no more and all that. I did a ton of lives. I've done, you know, panels with some good friends, motorcycle. I'm big in the motorcycle community. I'm just saying, don't subscribe to this channel right here. But if you do want to see some of the stuff and get to know who I am a little bit, you can go to the video. I'm in Daytona Bike Week. I did do a little political stuff on that channel. I tried to bring everything to that channel. Here's North Carolina Smokeout Rally, Chopper Rally. This is my motorcycles right there. I'm just showing you guys just in case you want to know who I am. You know what I mean? A little bit. So I don't know. You know, you guys are new to my channel, so I just want to, you know, let you see. I was a little fatter back then. My face is a little cheekier, so don't mind that. See, yeah, this is 1950s right here. Something panhead chopper we were building. These are just rides and stuff. I had a bunch more, but I just, like I said, I just wanted to, let you guys see if you were wondering who I am or anything like that. I've done a ton. I've been around here for a long time. I've built channels. And now, since this one got took back in the end of September, I started this channel I'm on now. I think it was September the 30th or October the 1st, one of those. But this was a backup channel. Now, this was a backup channel like I started in 2022. So it's going to say I've been running this since 2022, but I never dropped any content until like this past September or October. So, oh, thanks, man. Oh, man, I like, a lot of times I may watch and I just don't comment. Like I said, I'm up at 3:30 in the morning. I'm an early guy. I work my land. I was a roofer for 16 years, and then I went into heating and cooling business for about 6 years, and then I retired from that. Because my heart, I couldn't do any more outside, like on the roof, kind of real physical work. I was born with a thing called a transposition of the great arteries and valves. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, D. I think didn't you say you're in medical field or something? Anyways, I've had 4 heart surgeries, 2 major open heart surgeries, and I've had 2 more closed. So like one day I need a transplant, but thank God it's not today. And I'm smoking. Yes, don't criticize me. I actually been trying to quit. I've got the nicotine gum, all that stuff. It's been hard to quit, but I am working on it. You're honest. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's all right. Don't be sorry. That's life, it's just the cards I was dealt. So, but I appreciate it. Like I said, it's just something that I've had to deal with for 45 years. So, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as I'm blessed because the doctors had told me they told my mother he won't last. I had open heart surgery 2 days old. And then 6 months old, had it at my second one. Now, remind you, this is 1980 in Vanderbilt. So technology was decent, but it wasn't great. So they're like, he'll never make it to a teenager, blah, blah, blah. Well, I did. He'll never make it to be 18. Well, I did, blah, 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 this and that. Every year, checkups and surgeries, it was like, he's not going to, and so I have. I've outlived what they said, by the grace of God, in my opinion. Yeah. And, it's pretty funny not funny, but it's pretty good to know that, you don't always have to rely on doctors, like you can rely on God, in my opinion, because I believe in Jesus and God, Christ. So I know he's the only reason. Trust me, I should have been in a ditch with, a cigarette for a good time, many times over, because I have been through a lot in my life, but I'm not going to try to get into everything. I'm just saying, just if you guys want to know a little bit about me, but you're more than welcome to jump on. If you would like to, anybody, you just let me know and I'll drop you the link. I don't usually put my link in. I'm mostly solo nowadays, unless I know you or I've watched you and I know you're not going to break, which I don't have, I'm not monetized on the YouTube standard, but I still don't want people breaking TOS. So, in Georgia, OG, if you're still in Georgia, I lived in Peachtree City for a while back in the day. I got a brother and his wife and kid lives in Georgia now. My daughter and her husband and kid live in Georgia. So I know Georgia too, man. I've lived in Florida. I've lived in Kentucky. I've lived in Colorado. I've been around. I was a traveler. I left home at 17 and decided I wanted to travel and do what I wanted. And that's why I love the motorcycle riding. I've been riding dirt bikes since I was 11 years old. Now I ride Harleys to different states and I enjoy, the things, the scenery, the things I enjoy. I think it's awesome. And that's me living my life. I'm not a rich man by far. Just work for everything I got, I don't have the 2026 Harley Davidson. I got a 2008, something that's old, but it runs, it works. So, my kid, my last daughter, I've got 3 daughters. The youngest is 17. She's fixing to graduate high school this December, as her other two sisters graduated early as well. She doesn't want to go into the medical field. She wants to be she wants to go into power sports motors and stuff. Because she just received an award at the end of the year. She was the top in her mechanics class. My oldest daughter is a licensed therapist for children. My 20-year-old now, she is going into her third year of medical school. And my old lady is a occupational therapist, believe it or not. So we kind of have medical stuff in the family. So, you know, you probably know what that is, D, an occupational therapist. So don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Yeah. And that's what I was talking about the other day on my live. I was like, I get so sick of people when they say, man, being a parent's tough. It's hard to be a parent. No, it ain't. Yes, there is challenging times. There's nothing easier to me. There was nothing that came. I wanted to be a father. I had my first kid when I was 21. Now, not by the same woman. I had a woman I met in Florida. She was on spring break, blah, blah, blah. She didn't get pregnant then. We met. We never slept together. She flew down to Florida. She would stay weekends. She ended up moving down, ended up pregnant. We had a kid there in Florida. Lived there for a little while longer, moved to Georgia, blah, blah, blah. Should have known to not be with a Georgia girl, but I love my daughter, and that's the only good thing that came out of that. But anyways, Georgia girls are different from Tennessee girls, let me tell you. Anyway, and Florida girls. Also, it's just people are like, parenting's so hard. And I'm like, really? Because I loved it, man. Like, it's not hard to get up and cook your kids breakfast. It's not hard to get them to get ready for school, or it's not hard to, like my teenagers, like when they're in high school, and my last one, it's like, it's not hard for them to get up. They know how I've raised them. They know, like, how's it hard to take them and put them in a car seat and take them to the store with you or wherever you got to go? That was the easy parts for me. Like, all this stuff was easy. I love being a father. I love it. It's awesome. Like, I never understood people complaining and saying, oh, I'm so miserable. It's dreadful. I'm stressed out. I'm like, man, dude, you get to teach these kids, your not just your way, but there's discipline. And I believe in discipline. Discipline in my home is not just a belt. It's your values. It's your morals. It's how you treat people. It's how you treat yourself. It's how you treat me and your mother. You know what I mean? There's ways to, just to have discipline, and your kids can be raised fine, and mine are, thank God. I thank God every day that my kids have common sense, that they are doing good, they're healthy. So, I mean, I never understood the concept of parents saying, man, it's hard. I get it. There's tough times. You get frustrated, but parenting ain't hard. That's one of the easiest things I ever did in my life, man. Yeah, you're welcome, D. I mean, there's, like I said, to me, I don't know. I love being a girl dad. I wanted a son, but, it wasn't in the cards, obviously. So, I mean, but the girls are great. I don't show them on camera. I don't put their pictures out there. What's up, Motobomb? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Is Virginia hot, man? I know we were talking the other day. I know it's it feels like 92, I think, here, 93. I think it's 90 though. I know it said the humidity's like 60 something. It's awful here. I had to go to Tractor Supply earlier and get some bird seed and some other feed. And man, time I went over there and got back, oh my God, it wasn't far town, a couple miles to town. And then I had to run a couple other errands. I was like sweat. It was ridiculous, man. It was sickening, So, I mean, and these guys have channels as well. Most of these people that come in my chat have YouTube channels as well, guys. So make sure you check out their content if they are in here. 95. Oh, yeah. That's a little warm, ain't it? I would think so. Like I said, it feels like it's 93. It's 90 here. So, but yeah, I miss this content. I miss all my videos. I miss this channel. But what can you do about it? Like, I can't really. I've contested it. I've sent YouTube videos of me showing them this is my channel, you know, blah, blah, blah. And they keep saying, well, you know, you can't prove it to you. And I'm like, that's me, you know, because they're like the dude in Bangladesh that hacked my channel and my laptops. They're like, we traced it to Google said they traced it to Bangladesh. And I'm like, dude, do I look like I'm in Bangladesh? You know, I mean, I'm in East Tennessee. So it's funny though. It really is. It's funny how they believe that, you know, I'm in Bangladesh. I'm like, that's crazy, you know. But yeah, they wouldn't give me none of my channels back. Finally fought with them for almost a year. They still won't. I'm like, that's crazy, you know. But you'll keep it though. You'll keep it on your platform and keep it monetized. But nobody can touch it. Nobody can control it but you. I find it funny that, you know, these people get away with this shit. I mean, I would prefer them just to delete the whole thing. That way I wouldn't, yes, I would lose the content, but you know what? I would prefer that way. I don't have to look at it or think about it. I mean, seriously, I just could care less. I mean, honest to God. And happy birthday again, like I said, to D9. Shout out to her. There's no reason for any of that. There's also that video we showed earlier. Let me go see if I can find that video. I think it's one of the most racist videos he has come out with so far. And I don't like to get into race. I really don't. But Stephen A. Smith this is something that is completely ridiculous that he said. And I think it's vile. And just like someone else, another black guy actually come out and said, what are you doing, man? You cannot sit and say this and then expect someone else to say something. You know,
bunch of white. Where the hell the Los Angeles Lakers think?
Yeah.
Where the hell?
He's mad because they put 3 guys as the lineup. Now listen to what he says. I'm not joking. This is disgusting. And then they call white people racist. I hate this shit, man. I hate this shit. You want to hear this stuff? He's mad because the Lakers has put 3 white guys up. This is what pisses me off when he says golf and stuff. Listen to what he says.
Where the hell the Los Angeles Lakers think they going with a bunch of white dudes? Your 3 top players are white dudes? Really? This ain't golf. This ain't baseball. Hell, it ain't even soccer. What?
That's fucked up. That's racist. So they should be black because it's basketball.
Y'all think this is basketball? In NBA history, when have you seen your 3 most prominent players on a basketball?
Well, you got Larry Bird. You got all those white players back in the day. Even, I mean, come on. Dude, really? What was that famous guy, the white guy basketball player back in the 70s and 80s? Pistol Pete. Was it Pistol Pete? Wasn't he? Yeah, Pistol Pete. One of the best ball players there ever was. I don't watch basketball. I'm not a big sports guy. But when Stephen A., I do follow around with Stephen A. and listen to some of his commentary when it comes to Trump and stuff like that. So when I seen this earlier, I was like, this is crazy.
Team all be white, and that takes you to the promised land. Somebody got to say it, so I'm saying it. This is basketball.
Somebody's got to say it because there ain't enough brothers on the internet saying it. So I'm going to say it because I'm worth millions and I have a platform.
I'm not complaining.
That's
I'm
ridiculous. Yeah, you are.
The point.
You're mad.
The Los Angeles Lakers. You ain't going anywhere being led by 3 white dudes in today's generation of basketball. I'm letting you know right now, it ain't happening. And Luka's a bad brother. And Austin Reeves is no scrub. And they both have earned what they have earned. And then with LeBron James or some other brothers, I get. But those 2 and Walker Kessler, you ain't scaring anybody with that. And Rob Pelinka has done made this white dude central. No wonder LeBron James walked out the door.
No, he walked out because he changes teams like he changed his underwear. I just thought this was disgusting. Another black guy that does commentary for sports called this out earlier for him saying this because he's like, you know.
Where the hell the Los Angeles Lakers think they going with a
bunch of white ridiculous.
Your 3 top players are white dudes? Really? This ain't golf. This ain't baseball. Hell, it ain't even.
First of all, baseball's got more like Cuban and Spanish, more like Sammy Sosa. Yes, there's a lot of white people play, but there's a lot of like that. To me, that's so disgusting for someone to get up there and say that. This ain't golf. First of all, one of the greatest golfers ever to live is Tiger Woods. What color is he, dude? This is what pisses me off. You know, it's good for them, but not good for anybody else. The double standards between these people. I just find it disgusting. I don't like it. I don't like that they do this, and then they expect other people to say, not to be able to say anything back.
English is not my first language. That's not the flag I born under. But look, I make this flag my flag.
Can't play music. That's the ridiculous thing. Yeah, we'll see.
In New York City. If you're a white girl, don't fucking ever go anywhere near this city. In fact, move to fucking Nebraska if you can, because all of these niggers are gonna.
What the fuck? See what I mean? You can't do anything on X anymore. Everything on X is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Here there are TVs.
I can't.
TVs everywhere. Big Bear Caveman.
To be honest with you, I can't even about stand to even be over on that platform anymore. It's so much, you know, of that right there. You don't even really like what. Yes, Elon Musk bought it for free speech. I get that, but come on, man, really? You're gonna allow just, I know, I guess if that's what you want to say, free speech. I understand speech that people don't like is what needs to be protected. But I'm not going to listen to it. I think Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, I think it's went downhill. You know, it really has.
And I found my friend. Look, you sit here. As I said, you have your beer. Cheers, man. You know. Watching the World Cup. Happy to be back, Kansas. Bang.
Get ready, because today we're looking at European football fans getting their minds completely blown by the USA. For years, the media tried to push this narrative that a World Cup in America would be a total disaster, claiming people there don't care about football, and that Americans are cold or unfriendly. But the second these fans actually touched down on American soil, every single bad stereotype was instantly shattered. We're kicking things off with a European vlogger who just experienced the tournament firsthand. Outside of the stadiums, he spent his time hanging out with locals and diving deep into American culture.
Yeah, well, he's also got music playing too. This is.
I mean, look at his. Look at his eyes.
And I wonder why. Truthfully, like, I wonder, is it just because our country is so much bigger? The reason we do everything bigger, you know, like our stores, our foods, or I mean, that's something I always wanted, you know, because I heard like the UK or something like that, it's like maybe the size of, like, you could fit it in Texas or Florida, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that big. So I understand, why would you have massive buildings like Costco or, you know what I mean, big things, when you don't have that much of a population, you know? But now for other people to say this, that comes from different countries, that's bigger than, you know, obviously the UK or whatever. I wonder why they don't have, and I ain't talking about just the mass quantity of food, but like why are the roads not made bigger? Like, they're like, y'all's trucks will not even fit on our roads because the roads are so skinny. Is it just because they don't do the trade? You know, we don't trade. The car companies don't trade with that country, and they can't find use for bigger vehicles. Like, they're blown away over our school buses. Like, they've been told it's like a movie to them, like seeing them in movies and stuff.
Literally just straight up by
I
these
think
guns.
it's funny.
Like, how
you
is
know?
that normalized? How is that okay? How is that legal?
It's silly, but I think it's wild. What's up, Robert? How you doing?
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
$6 for a potato bag? Never tell this to my grandmother.
Fanta pudding?
I know.
Are you guys serious?
I know.
Ugh.
My daughters love that stuff, man. They really do.
Look how big this onion is.
They really do.
These many crackers. What is going on, America?
What is going on, America?
No. No.
Are you joking me?
I didn't know
This guy loves beans, obviously.
Honey,
I mean, really, this guy loves beans.
Okay, you don't have to go overboard. We know they have it.
What if they sell out?
So you like shopping in America a lot better, honey? We've already got 3 items.
Actually walk into the stadium
to
feel the air conditioned. Oh, this is glorious.
This is glorious.
Absolutely glorious. It's like
I think it's funny because it's like,
I mean,
really?
look at this.
Are half of these people even this shocked, or is it just, are they just trying to make videos? I mean, honestly, like, this guy actually moved to Alabama.
I really hope people don't take this for granted because of.
Yeah, see, music. TikTok has to add music to everything. I think it's ridiculous.
America. We have never seen kindness like this before. Really?
We just watched it.
It's insane.
Bear Caveman.
Yeah. A lot of these people don't understand.
Also, I want to say in Australia, the black handle is diesel, so I was very confused.
Australia, the
Also
black
said I don't
handle is
have to-
diesel. So most places around where I live, the green handle is diesel. So
Hold it. But apparently I do. Oh,
yeah,
I just
well,
clicked the
they don't
thing
have
and
one.
it's doing it itself. Look. Okay, so I clicked that down, and now it'll stop by itself. I think. I'm not sure. Wait, sorry. How does it know when to stop? Will it just keep going when it's full? So
Here, we gotta share something real quick, guys. Sorry, I wanna. You ready?
Fuck it! Let's give the people what they came for!
Let's fucking go. Get your spectral sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
It's one of the best. That's one of the best clips in the world. I love that clip more than anything in this world. I'm sorry, guys. I had to play it. I love it. I love it. I used to put that as my intro, and then I started realizing that, you know, TOS, the cuss words at the beginning of the stream, like they didn't really take too kind for the algorithm in it. So then I've been waiting longer than like 30 minutes to an hour before I play that clip anymore. But now they don't ever say anything about it because I wait, you know. So
it'll stop when it's full, and then it'll charge me from when I tapped it. If this is true, this is easier than my way.
Yes,
Just
all
tap, fill, and go.
downloads
You don't
will
even
help.
have to go inside. I will give you that. We'll see what happens. Finish was like, yes, I'm just standing here. What do I do? Usually you have to like hold the nozzle the whole time. What am I doing here? Dancing. What do I do while I wait? It's a lot of money. So just stop. It picks a bad one, right? I'm scared. It's not stopping. Okay, stop. Okay, that's actually
It's
super
amazing.
cool. It just does it by
Amazing.
itself and then it just stops. Okay, but it didn't give me a receipt because I didn't know how to do it. Yes. Where's yes? Okay, you're gonna roast me for that. Oh my god. Okay, that's easier. I'll give you Americans. I'll give you that. That's easier.
You're done.
I'm done.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get back in the car. I feel like I've stolen it.
Yeah.
Without going into pay, I feel like I've stolen the fuel.
How can I live here as a German? How can I support the United States right now? Like, how dare I?
How dare you?
Honestly, I was really baffled reading this. Some
How
people
dare you?
are you getting paid
How
for
dare
this?
you?
I'm unfortunately not getting paid. I wish I would get paid. I'm very thankful for all your support, guys. 90% of the videos comments are positive, 5% are negative, and I get like crazy stuff like, how can you support the United States? How dare you? And a little bit of background, I love living here. I live in Florida. I enjoy living here. I think it's the best state. I think the US is the best country.
it is
And-
the best country.
Yeah, of
Florida
course,
is
I
a
don't
good state.
support people getting shot. Yeah, but I also don't support if people hinder law enforcement. Right? Like everybody needs to do his own choice and live with the consequences.
What are
And
you talking about, Robert?
I think the United States is a free country. I'm quite sure about that. It's way freer than the European Union. Nobody gets arrested here for posting memes. So it is a free country.
Now, when it comes from the people from there saying you get arrested for posting memes and stuff, that's truly sad, man. I feel bad for those people. I wish we could do an exchange program. Let's exchange. Let's America exchange our people that wants to go live over there, our liberals and the blue hair, not every blue hair, but the ones that hate this place, the socialists and all those people that hate America. Let's do a swap program exchange for the common sense people that have come over here and fell in love with America and they love freedom. I think that's what we need to do.
Cannot do is have violence against law enforcement. Yeah.
Well, no,
But
we
which
can't.
country in the world is
We
this
have to have
normal?
law and order. No matter what, we have to have law and order. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Did you guys see where Trump, I don't know if you guys are fans of Trump. He's in North Dakota and they gave him the guys riding on the horses, the Rough Riders gave him the escort. That was awesome. Oh, your taxes bit don't? Okay. Make us hold the gas nozzle the whole time. Really? You know that the scammers now have gone around and they're putting screws in those pump things where it's holding those things down so you don't get either so much gas or something like that, or they're overdoing, or somehow they're scamming again. They found a new way to scam. Hands free, really. My gas has dropped to $3.35 when I went to town this morning. It was $3.35. I don't know what you guys' gas is, but mine dropped to $3.35. So she was saying how they don't have all that in the UK. Oh, where you can hold the little, oh yeah, the little trigger that you can put up in there and it holds it and it pumps automatically. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Also, they were.
What the are you
beautiful sight?
Cheating me? How is that real? Would you look at it?
See how much stuff we take for granted? Like, and here's the thing, like another one said, we don't even need a passport. Like, they're so amazed, like we can go to a different state and we can have different weather, different climate, cold, you know what I mean? Land mass, mountains, desert. We can experience so many different things, you know, by going to different states. But I like to travel. I would love to go to different countries and try their foods and their culture. That's why I was trying to talk to a guy that I talked to in another chat, guys. His name's Mike, and he goes out of country and does things. And that's why I was wanting to have a conversation with him. I was like, man, dude, I'd love to get you on my panel sometime, because I truly would love to ask him about, because I get to ask a couple of my friends. He works for a company and he goes to China, Portugal. He goes to Vietnam. He goes everywhere, Asia, different places for his job. Like constantly, he stays for like a week or 3 or 4 days a week, and he gets a couple of days he gets to explore. And it's like, man, and I find other places fascinating. They're just not just their culture, but you know, their land, their statues, their history, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff. Like I would love to go and just walk through and go on the, you know, the Great Wall of China, or see the Buddhist monks, and you know, and see all the old samurai stuff from Japan, you know, like all that stuff. That's just me though. You may not be that kind of guy or that kind of person or woman, whatever. I love it. I love exploring. I like to know what they're eating. I'm that kind of guy where I will try anything at least once. You know what I mean? Like I would try their foods. I would want to try, you know, all kinds of stuff. So I find it fascinating. I mean, it's what happens when you don't share. Yeah. You're in Northern Cali, right? You're in Northern Cali, right, Robert? Are you in Northern Cali or Oregon? Yes, I've seen that movie Hostel. That's a crazy movie, dude. That's a wicked movie. I was telling the lady in the chat earlier, D9, Disturbia, dude, is like she was saying she likes psycho movies, like psychopaths and stuff. Man, that to me, for that movie to you know, to put what's his name, the kid that was in Transformers as the guy in that movie, there's some really good actors. And then the lady, his mom, she was in The Matrix. I forget her name, but she's his mom. And the other guy, the psychopath, like he did such a good role, that actor. I forget his name, but it's actually, I love that movie. I thought it was great. Like he gets put on house arrest and he starts watching his neighbors out his window from his upstairs. And like, he starts like really watching them. And like, he finds out that this dude, I'm not going to tell you. So if you're still listening, I'm not going to tell you how. Just go look it up. Watch Disturbia. I thought it was a great movie. You just moved up even more. Okay. But from Central to Sacramento. Okay. See, I couldn't be up there, man, and not ride through the redwoods and all that stuff. I love that area. I would be up riding in those mountains and maybe A1A, you know, highway and all that stuff all the time, man. I would be up there just. I love the mountains. I guess that's why I when I go to Florida, like I do miss the mountains, because I love living in the mountains I live in now, because I'm actually on top of a mountain. Some of you guys know that. So like there's only 4 ways to leave my town, and every one of them is down a mountain, like literally down a mountain. And it's wild to live on top of a plateau mountain, you know, and it's fun, because when I ride my motorcycles, you guys that ride know what I'm talking about. It's awesome to get to ride through these mountains and the curves. And the only bad thing is the animals out at night. So but I like to be in Florida too. I like to ride in the sun. I like to, you know, ride my bike down there. It's flat, not a lot of curves, but it's fun because you got the ocean, you got the breeze off the ocean. You know, it's a different type of riding. Oh, I bet. I'd say it is if you move more north. Oh, it's went fast, ain't it? You only got 2 months left? Dude, you got to stop it. I mean, I'm not your daddy or nothing, but you got to stop that drinking shit, man. Thank God. I'm telling you, when I had my first kid, I was in Panama City Beach, Florida. I lived there. I worked on the beach. I partied on the beach. I had sex on the beach. I did everything on the beach. I should have said that, but I did. Anyways, I wasn't a big drinker. I would go out after work. We'd have a few beers at the club, blah, blah, blah. I mean, Club La Vila had 7 different clubs in it. We had Spinnakers next door. I had VIP into both of them. I was a wild late teenager, early 20s guy. I loved it. I had dreadlocks. I mean, everything. I was just wild. You know what I mean? This hippie guy. I was born in the wrong era, my mother always said. But here's the thing. When my daughter was born, I'm 45. I'll be 46 in November, and I haven't drank a beer since I was 21, almost 22 years old. And like I said, I don't have anything against it. I don't have any issues with it. Now, I've drank rum and Coke. You guys know, like if I go to a rally, I might drink one old fashioned in a week. You know, I think I've had 2 mixed drinks in the last 5 years, 6 years. I've had 2 mixed drinks, 2 old fashions. Like, it's not an issue, but my kids are older now. You know what I mean? They're not little anymore. You know, I was becoming a father. I was like, I didn't care for beer anyways. I dropped it, never cared about it didn't care to drink it anymore. And I don't diss on anybody. If you go out and you have a beer, if you go out for lunch, you have a margarita or something. My wife, she does. We go to Florida, we go places. We'll go out to eat. She'll get a daiquiri, or she'll get one of those, daiquiris, those big slushy alcohol drinks. And she has the right to. She's grown, you know. I don't. I just, like, I might take a sip of it. She'll be like, here, take a sip, see what you think. You know, I just don't. It doesn't interest me anymore. I like for my mind to be clear, you know, truthfully. Because I do ride motorcycles and I do believe in not drinking and driving. And that's why I was saying that, Robert. You do you, buddy. Don't listen to me. I'm just saying, maybe this is something that, you know, maybe this is a lesson. Maybe this is your moment, you know, where you know you don't need it. You know what I mean? Starting to lose interest. Yeah, I understand that. There's a lot of things I've lived and done in life that I've lost interest in. I never quit altogether, but I can see. Yeah, I mean, there you go. I mean, don't think you can't quit, though. Don't say you can't quit, because you can. You know, anybody can quit, dude. Everybody can quit. Yeah. I don't blame. That's me. Like, I've got too much responsibility at home. I'm not going to put myself in that position, anyways. I'm not, you know, with the kids and with everything going on at the house. I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put myself in a position to lose my life or take someone else's life or my license, because I have to drive. I can't get out here and not be able to drive a vehicle, man. I just can't do it. And plus, like, there's too much stuff that goes on where I have to have my license, not just my motorcycle license, but my regular license, man. I can't afford to lose them. Let's see where that is. Okay. Sorry. I was checking something. Yeah. So if you're new here, like I said, I hope you guys subscribe and you like the kind of content I put out. Like I said, I don't have a lot of videos out on this yet because, like I said, it was winter, you know, this past fall and winter. So I didn't get to put any riding videos out or anything like that yet. So I do have GoPros. I do have Insta360 X2. I think they got like a 5 out or 6 out now, something like that. I have the second one. It's old, but it works great. So I will be putting more videos and stuff like that out on the channel. I hope you guys enjoy it. So I never can see that link. Is that link? Is it pinned down there? I can never see that link pinned. I pinned the StreamYard link. Robert, can you tell me if that's pinned down there, bud? No, I don't want to put myself in timeout. I don't know if I pinned it in the vertical or the horizontal. It is. Is it in the horizontal? Okay. I just have to watch who comes up because, like I said, I don't mind if somebody I know comes up, but I don't deal with people. You know that. I quit doing big panels. Some years back. Now I like to go on other people's panels, and I like to have good conversations. But now if it's somebody I know, I'll let on my panel. But if it's not, I don't allow it because there's too many weirdos out here nowadays, and they just want to, tear your channels down. They're either haters or they're just trolls. And of course, me, Robert, I got a lot of haters because of the trademarks I own and the things I do. Maybe you don't, I don't know. But anyways, people like to think they own and they can gatekeep everything, which they can't, because if it's not your logo and your shit and they get mad because I trademark stuff and I actually have things that's, sellable, then they get upset. But they don't like to see people succeed, even on a YouTube channel. Like, what am I doing? You would think they think I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this, you know what I mean? And it's like, seriously, dude, why are you jealous because I have subscribers? I have views? Like, get out here and put the work in. If you want to grow your channel, then get out and put the work in. That's the only thing I can tell you. I've been doing this for a long time, long time. And Moto, you guys know, I've been doing this for years. It takes time, but you have to put in the work. You can't just say, here, I want to do this. And you know what I mean? You can't just, okay, thank you. It's in the horizontal. Okay. You're at work. What are you doing, Moto? I mean, I know what you do for work. I'm saying, what work are you doing? What's the tattoo that you're doing today? But like I said, it's consistency. You know how I grow my channels? It's consistency. I do things daily on here. I may not do a live every day because I have real life. I'm busy. I try to do a live at least 3 days a week. I'd like to do them every day, but sometimes I just can't. Like tomorrow, I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. I'll be out of town for a few hours. I won't get back till probably noon. Will I do a live? I don't know. It depends on how tired I am when I get back. But the thing is I love this topic. For some reason, I love this topic. I love discussing things about YouTube and influencers, or I'm not an influencer. I'm a streamer. I hate the word influencer. I'm not trying to influence you to go buy gold or buy, weight gain, any of that crap. Yes, I've got companies reach out every day. I just delete them. I only work with one company, and it's in my description. That's all I'm going to say about it. If you put in Brandon25, you will get 25% off. It's the Heartbeat brand. It's a hat company. They have the Freedom hats. They have the new USA hats. They're awesome. They have the flat bills, the caps. They have different states on them. They have different sporting things. Just go check them out, guys. If you like hats, if you like to wear hats. They have other stuff too. Just not a lot of clothing or none of that stuff. It's based on hats. Also, I'm just not big on dealing with companies that want to control what I do, what kind of content I put out. you know, because I have a lot of people say, because a lot of people start YouTube and they think automatically they get mad. Like they got 500 subscribers. Well, why ain't this company, you know, how come they're getting stuff? How, you know, this channel, man, they get jealous. It's like, they're like, well, man, this company's sending them free handlebars or free fender. And it's like, dude, so what? They've earned it. Why are you upset because you're trying to get someone to sponsor to give you something for free? I can't pay my bills with free handlebars. You know what I mean? Like, you guys get so twisted and tainted over, you know, people working with companies but I don't like to work with companies because they want to say you have to do this, or the certain companies will, not all. Certain companies will be like, make the video, send it to me and let me approve it. No, that's not what I do. I will make the video and I will review the product the way I want. And if a company says, you got to send me the video to approve it, then that tells me you don't have enough freaking, you know, you don't have enough, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have enough, I lost my tongue. You don't have enough shit in your product. You don't have enough, you know, that word, it slipped. Anyways, they don't believe in their product enough to actually allow me to review it and do 100% honest review. And that's why I refuse to work with companies, because trust me, you guys know, anytime you get a decent amount of subscribers, your emails fill up. And the problem is, it's not like companies I want to work with anyways. Like, they'll be like, hey, can you advertise this potato peeler? And I'm like, that has nothing to do with my channel. Why would I advertise a potato peeler or this or that, you know? And it's like, I get so irritated at a lot of YouTubers, and because they come on and they're sitting there with 30 subscribers or you know, 400 subscribers, and it's like they got 10 people in their audience. I know I ain't got a lot right now. Yesterday I had 4,500. But here's the thing. It depends on what day and what topics for me. It's like, it's rare. It's very a lot. The highest rating I've had so far is 27,000 in here at once. And here's the thing. What irritates me is, I don't care. I hope people watch it. Cool. Sure. I want as many people in here as I can. But what aggravates me is a lot of panels, a lot of channels, they'll sit and say every 5 seconds, donate, send me a cash app, donate, you know, donate. And I'm like, dude, you got 50 subscribers. You know what I mean? You got 30 people. First of all, how about you build your channel? Because trust me, when you build your channel good enough, you don't have to ask. You don't have to say, hey, I'm grifting, or I'm, you know, here's my cash app or this or that, you know. Now, I get it. If that's what you do, that's your business. That's your channel. Cool. Most likely I will not be there to watch. If it's like every 5 minutes you're saying, hey, you know, hit this or hit that. I just don't do that. Like, I may mention it once or twice, but also I've got, you know, a little different channel. I'm not a grifter. I just think it helps when people support us, you know, because we do pay internet, we pay, you know, StreamYard's fees, we have all this stuff. Also, I'm not hating on anybody. And I'm not hating on anybody that I watch. It's the people I don't watch. It's the people that as soon as they come to YouTube. And let me tell you something. I honestly believe if you're going to be successful on social media nowadays, unless you just are a famous person, I'm talking about the average person coming off the street that has no name. You start a YouTube channel and you want to be successful. In my opinion only, this is my opinion, you better start on every platform as well. You better have social media on all platforms. You better grow social media platforms on everything. Just because you're a big Instagram, you know, 100,000, you know, influencer, doesn't mean the people on YouTube know you. Doesn't mean the people on X knows you. Doesn't mean the people on Rumble knows you. Doesn't mean the people on Facebook know you. That's the thing. When you start out and you want to be successful and you want to try to do it for a paycheck, because I don't do this for a paycheck, but when you try to do it and you're wanting to do it for a paycheck, I promise you, you better put your name on every freaking platform and start your channel out. And you got to put in time. This is a 24/7 for a lot of people. Now, my Facebook, of course, they don't recommend me, but I'm almost at like 22,000 followers, I guess. Instagram's almost 45K. You know, I've got X, I got Rumble, I got Kick, I've got TikTok. You know, I'm not really pressing a lot on X. I got like almost 600 on X. I don't even really do Kick a lot. I just did it to just kind of get my name out there. I focus more on like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Like I said, I think you really need to be at least on 3 platforms, if 3 different platforms, if you want to be a successful, internet person, in my opinion. Would I like to be bigger on those other channels? Sure. Yeah. But it takes a lot to grow on X and Rumble. That's because there's so many people already stabilized there and people love watching that content. You better come with a good niche, or you better be someone special, or you better do some wild shit, in my opinion, if you want to make an impact. Now, if you're going to go over and talk about politics on certain places, they've got those locked down. A lot of people, you better be damn good at talking about politics. You better know your shit, because if you don't, they're going to go watch, a bigger channel, someone that does it, better. That's the truth, and that's the way it goes. So just my opinion, if you're just now starting a YouTube channel and you're coming out here, please build an audience, guys. Why do you think those big channels that's got 100,000 or 1 million views or 1 million subscribers and they get 30 to 40, 50,000 views every video and everything? They've built their channels. They've built their platforms to where they don't say anything. People will donate because they just enjoy what they do. They enjoy watching those people. They enjoy following those people. They enjoy what those people bring them, the content they bring them. And it comes natural. And truthfully, I think that's how it should be. Like I said, it's just me. I don't watch people that's got, and it's nothing towards people or towards the channel. It's just like, hey, you got 30 subscribers, you got 50 subscribers. You know what I mean? You got 20 people in the chat, and every 5 minutes you're talking about someone giving you money. Like, I think it just started blowing up and it's kind of got out of hand. Everybody thinks that they deserve something. They deserve someone's money. It's like, no, you don't deserve shit. What you need to do is build your following and fucking, build your platform, build a community or your channel. If you're going to be a streamer, build your audience where they will come back. They will consistently come back to you, and they will know you're there. It may take you a year, 2 years. It doesn't matter. If you're really in to do it, then you will take as long as it takes. That's just the way it is. And I've been streaming 6 years. I've had a channel since 19. They took the first one, then I started on the other ones. I mean, it is what it is. I seen a goofball on YouTube. I was watching YouTube and I'm like, damn, well, hell, I've got I got motorcycles. I go to a motorcycle ride. I can film my shit. You know what I mean? And I did. That's how I started, by watching YouTube. And I was like, fuck, man, some of these retards can do it. I can do it too. and that's the truth. So I started doing it. But I already had Facebook, I already had Instagram and stuff like that. I was already building over there for a while. And people are like, why are you talking about politics now? Dude, if you go look at my Facebook, I was talking about politics before Trump even thought about running for president. Like, I've been doing this shit for over a decade now. Like, I put in time. I've got a lot of stuff out of social media. I've met a lot of people. I've got some good friends. I've got some good connect. I just talked to Tito Ortiz the other night. Do you know who Tito Ortiz is? How many of you can say you sit and talk to Tito? He just had neck surgery and still put a neck brace on. Still went to the 250 UFC fight the other night on the White House lawn. How many of you can say you can pick up the phone and talk to Tito Ortiz, the UFC legend? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Sobriety is just too good. It is, ain't it, Moto? It's awesome, ain't it? I mean, yeah, I mean, that's the truth. And like I said, Robert, you're a grown man. You can do whatever. You know what your limits are, obviously, or what. Also, I would encourage you just to think about what you said. Well, I don't think I'll ever stop, man. Don't think like that. I'm not saying anything wrong with having a drink. I'm saying if you actually have an issue with it, don't think like that. Think that you can stop. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you can stop. And if you're willing to stop, trust me, there's always people that's willing to help, man. I'm here. I've got 17 years sober, or not the alcohol, but I've got but the other stuff, 17 years clean. I'll talk to you. Hey, look here. I know you can't really advertise anything on these channels, but here's my true AANA book right here. Got it all right here. I'll talk to you anytime. Anytime you need somebody to talk to. I can't be your sponsor, but I can talk to you. I used to chair meetings and everything. You know, I mean, it's just, we all have a past. We all have lives, you know. I don't see anything that, waiting on the appointment. Oh, okay. Yeah, what do you big letters? Oh, on the chest. Oh, what a, ooh, crazy. On the chest? Damn, that might hurt, huh? Now, I got my nipples done years ago, pierced. I don't have rings in them anymore, but them hurt bad enough. I don't think I want a tattoo on my chest, you know. I was dating this Bosnian chick, man, when I lived in Bowling Green. She was wild, but anyway, that's a different story. Yeah, me too. I've been in and out of that program for not like I relapsed in and out. I've just been, you know, dealing. You know, I dealt with the 12-step program, the NA. But don't ever say you can't. You know, if you say you don't think you will, don't do it. Don't say it because you're discouraged by anything. You know you can if you want to. The willpower is there, man. Just think. You know, I always looked at it like, because the alcohol thing, like I said, was never an issue. It was the surgeries that I had and the shit they put me on for years. And then, you know, it got to the point where it was not bad, but the addiction was bad, but I wasn't out here, you know, cutting Cadillac converters off or none of that shit like that. I never got to that point. But I had an issue and I had to correct it. And I corrected it. It took time. It wasn't overnight. Most of you guys know where I've been. It took prison for me. You know that. It took prison for me to straighten my life up. That was my rock bottom. So I'm not an innocent guy. I was 28 when I went in. Came out, I was 31. So here, my daughter, she's silly. My teenager is just like me. My mother said the other day, Almighty, she is identical to you, does everything, listen to music you do, you did when you were a teenager. But my daughter got on a website, took my photo from my prison photo and made it into, I'm going to cover the number up, made it into Sniffy, like a air freshener you hang from your car. And she hangs one of these from her car. And she made it. I was like, you silly. I didn't mind it. You know, I'm not ashamed of my past and the things I've been through. I was like, you're silly. You know what I mean? Who does that? You know, she's cool though. We just sent her over there. Like I said, did you ever look up that moto? We sent her to South Carolina this past weekend. She's coming back Sunday. We sent her over to Wild Dunes Resort. She's having fun with her friend and their family. Man, that place is expensive to rent. It's $6,000 for the room, the condo room or whatever. $6K. It was like, we only had to pay half for her, so $3K. So we paid $3K for a week. That was just a room. That wasn't, you know, her money. She works and everything, so she had her own money and all that stuff. Because my kids work. Even the one in college, she works. She works at a Save-A-Lot 2 days a week, and then she works in healthcare too while she's going to school. So, like we've taught them how to work. They've worked since they could. Well, my youngest daughter, she's worked since 15, because through the C-19 and shit, she could get a job. And I hear more sirens. Huh. Hang on just a second, guys. I want to shut my camera off for a minute. We've had a wreck. There was something going on. Excuse me. There was something going on earlier. Yeah, I think it's maybe another wreck. We had some big sirens come through a few minutes ago. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I hope everybody's safe, though. Here they come. More. I hope everybody's all right. So just a little bit about me if you're new here. I don't like to give out too much personal information, but some people already know who I am and know my stuff, some of my history. Somebody's messaging me right now. My mother. Oh yeah, and I do speak to my mother every day. I believe in speaking to your well, not my father. My father. I have a father, but I speak to him here and there. She says we got okay. She just left. Okay, helicopters landing on the bypass. They had a wreck right there where you turn in at Walmart. Huh, that's awful. So they've had a bad accident. That sucks. Jails, institutions, and death. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Well, I just pray everybody's okay, but usually when you hear the helicopter come in, you know it's serious. You know what I mean? Like when life flight comes in, then you know the wreck was serious. So, man, that's bad. I thought that thumbnail looked pretty good to be AI generated off of ChatGPT. Did you see the thumbnail, Moto? I just put in my picture. I didn't even have that hat on. I had the hat on. Look here. I've got this red dirt hat on, and I took a photo. I took a photo of me like right here. You know what I mean? Here comes more sirens. No, they're actually going down the road. Huh. Anyways, I took a photo and I told ChatGPT, hey, do my background, do something cool, create a cartoon or a animated image of me, blah, 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 sitting here at my desk. And it changed my hat, which is cool. I like it because it knows enough about me with my hats. My right lane is for stock hat. My trademark, I didn't think it'd put my trademark in there. My right lane is for stock, all my stuff. I thought it was pretty neat the way it put it. And then guess what? It actually turned the red dirt hat. It actually put it on the damn coffee cup. I didn't even have a cup in my hand when I took the picture, but it did that. It put the Harley Davidson symbol on the back of my seat, on the back of my gaming, or no, not on the back of my chair. It's on the hat behind me, I think. Yeah, the hat behind me. It put my Bob Marley photo up. It put my pictures, all my stuff up from the wall. It put my microphone. I thought it did pretty good. My Harley Davidson t-shirt I don't have on. I've got the Bill Dodge. If you know who Bill Dodge is, I met the guy a couple of times in person. Great dude. He's the guy that worked with Jesse James at West Coast Choppers years ago, building those choppers out there in California. I've met him many times down there at TMMR, Loretta Lynn's ranch for the chopper rally. Bill Dodge, great dude, awesome guy. Yeah, there's something serious, I guess. Yeah, with the life flights coming in and shit, then I'd say it's probably pretty serious. Yeah, nothing wrong with that thumbnail. I just make my See, I don't understand. Shit, here they go again. Damn, I had to be bad. I just make my own because I got all the tools to do. Yeah, you work with the other. You work with different programs like, Lord, This is awful. Listen, can you hear those sirens? Man, that's got to be bad. That many sirens going down the road. She's a wheeze. Anyways, like there's so much that people do is awesome. But I wished I could do certain thumbnails like certain people do. Like there's a lot of people that do some cool ass thumbnails, like animated thumbnails. And it's like, what app is those? You know what I mean? They're like, you got to have a good computer. I'm like, dude, I got a gaming computer, a new one. Well, pretty new this past year. You know, I don't do a lot of stuff except, you know, this on it. So it's like some of the thumbnails are just, they blow me away, dude. They're awesome. And I'm like, they're like, yeah, we have to put this picture in and then do this picture over here. Like, here, let me show you this. Here, let's share this. See this one over here, Benny Johnson to the left over here? See how they do these thumbnails? And they're like, well, we put it in the pictures and then we have to put in something else and blah, blah, blah. And then put it into another. I'd like to be able to do the videos though. I need a good intro with the music. I don't want rap or nothing. I don't know if I want rock. I want something good beat though. I'd like to do a good like 3 to 5 minute intro, not about me. I mean about me, but not singing about me. I'd like for it to be just some good music. Maybe show some different pictures of what I do. You know, I'd like to be able to do some cool thumbnails. I just don't usually get in the time. Truthfully, I just don't think I have enough time to do all that. You know what I mean? Like this thumbnail on the right. That's, you know, that's pretty cool. A guy I follow, Angry Man, the Angry Man. He does some awesome ass thumbnails, man. Like awesome, dude. And I can tell you right here, he does. Look at that. Can you see those thumbnails? He does some kick ass thumbnails, man. And I'm like, dude, that's wicked tuna, man. You know, like that's freaking awesome. Look at those. And I don't know. I just think that they're cool because they're animated-ish, but they're realistic also. And then he puts other things in them. And shout out to the Angry Man. I usually don't shout out a lot of people over here. I just don't think about it, guys. I just do my own thing, you know. But it's not that I don't care to shout people out. Like I said, Moto Bomb Virginia, guys, go check him out. Robert, these guys that's in my chat have YouTube channels. A lot of motorcycle. Moto Bomb Virginia actually has a panel. I wish you had time to come and talk about it. There's the donos, the Cash App, Venmos, and PayPals. Okay, if you want to support the channel. Let's go back over here then. Let's get out of that one. Let's get up to here. Okay. Let's see. Where are you at, Moto? Okay. Let's see. Here we go. I found you. I just don't like showing my list of people I follow. You know what I mean? Like the whole list. Let's see. Motobomb Virginia, right here. We're at 2,009 subscribers. That's good. 1.6 thousand videos. He don't just do motorcycle content, guys. He does, let's see. They do live stream panels every morning. They have a range of 4 to 5, 6 people on every morning. Let's see. So we got Old Mac, Sick Bastard. These guys all have channels as well. Key Fob, Ray Gregory Rides, I believe that's his channel. Salty Badger, he's on this one. I don't know who all. You got Carney Vanguard, Carney's Ride. He's a good guy. Yeah. I hung out with him the other day in Carney's chat as well when they were doing his birthday celebration. Like I said, I think their lives, you can correct me what time it starts. I'm not for sure. Every morning. Yeah, man. Always. Ain't no issue. It looks like I'm trying to give the middle finger in that photo almost, but if that first finger there, pointing finger, was an out safari, it would look like I was trying to give that middle finger. Yeah, man. No problem. Like I said, I just never think. It's not that I care to shout people out. It's like, and it's not like, oh, I'll give you the same energy you give me. It's like, I just forget. I get to talking and I honestly, excuse me, I honestly forget. I truly forget to mention people. There's so much stuff when I get done with my lives. I'm like, why didn't I mention this? Why didn't I talk about this? You know? And it's so funny because it's, you know, it's like, damn, I should have did this, or I should have did that. And that's how I started my channel, my videoing, you know. Yeah. And that's how I started my channel. I would video myself. I would make a video and talk. And I talk a lot. You know that, Moto. I talk. People don't understand. People that don't know me don't realize how much I can talk. Like I've had people like, dude, you got 3 people in front of you and you got 3 different conversations going. And when you answer one or talk to one, then you turn around. You never left a beat from that different conversation. You know what I mean? Like I can have 3 different conversations. People don't realize how much I actually talk because I don't go on panels, a lot of people's panels and talk anymore. Not a lot, you know. I'll go on certain people here and there, but not. I just don't do it a lot anymore. I need to get back into it. But the funny thing is, if they knew me, they knew that I never shut up. But you know, it's funny because I am a talker, and I would record videos when I first started, and I would try to catch the quirks of me speaking because I don't like the way I sound, anyways. And then the videos, I would say certain words more than once or twice or quite a bit. I would say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That was a bad habit for me. I think I've got out of that quite a bit, but I would watch it. I wouldn't post a video. I would just do content and record a video. And then I would try to find. So that's some advice I would give somebody starting out, you know, record a video, 10-minute, 20-minute video, 30-minute, talk into it, look into it, get used to looking in the camera, get used to talking into it, go back and watch it. You don't have to post it, delete it. Just go back and watch it. Find your quirks, find the things you need to work on and change. I'm not an expert, but you know, that's the way I do things. And then I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm just going to, especially when I was riding, you know, I film my rides or something. I was like, fuck, if I got my GoPro on my helmet, you know, my helmet cam and all that, on my full face, it's like, you know, whatever I say, you know, it just comes out, it goes, da-da-da. But there's ways to doing things. And there's little tricks of the trade that you can do to help. Kind of like I said, just record yourself, and then find and watch it, and find out what you're doing and what you don't want to do. That's all you got to do. It's not that hard to do YouTube. It's not hard to stream. It's not hard to come on camera. You just got to have the courage. You just got to know that it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. They really don't. You don't have to have that self-loathing where you feel bad, where, oh, they're seeing me. They might, oh, they're going to critique me, or they're going to judge me, or they're going to talk bad. So what? Let them talk. If they're not feeding you, financing you, or fucking you, forget them. That's the truth. Forget them. That's funny. I just noticed that about the thumbnail. Yeah, like I just said, hey, put me here in my picture. You know, do everything in my picture. When I took the photo and I put it in ChatGPT, I just said, here, just, you know, I'm gonna just do this, make it cool, animated. You know, just a chill stream, just chill. That's all I said, just chilling out, and that's what it came out with. Yeah, I think I've got the full. Oh, you should see the full. It wouldn't let me put the whole freaking, it wouldn't let me, and I said a 16:9 horizontal thumbnail. It wouldn't let me put the whole one in. I'll show you the whole one here. Let's see. Let me see if it lets me. Yeah. Okay. This is look how big it is. Look how big it made it. It made it more than 16:9. It put the red dirt hat sticker on my laptop and the Harley Davidson. That's funny. Look here. And what's crazy is my keys on my laptop is colored and stuff too. But yeah, I was looking at it. It's got my Bob Marley. It's got the Harley Davidson helmet or something back here. I don't know where it picked it up at, but it put a picture of a guy right here. I have no clue who that is because the picture back here, let me show you, is actually here. Let me show you. See that? Chopper parking only. See that? That's the sign there. Chopper parking only. Okay. So it put a picture. It looks like a guy in a hat with glasses. Something live on air. That is actually over there, way down there next to the Bob Marley photo. And then the American flag, it didn't put the chopper on it because I got a chopper on the American flag there. You can see my light, my Bob Marley, and then this, and then it didn't do the, it put the chopper parking only over here underneath the, the Almost Famous record. And then it put on air. It put my Patriot hat up here. It put the hat or the sign up here. It put my sign up here. That's an old tin sign. It says ride more, or it says life needs more green lights is what it says. This says riders more, I don't know, children fight. Hell, see what I mean? Like it's crazy, dude. I don't even understand why they put the red dirt sticker, looks like on my microphone. That's crazy. Even though I've got the right lane is for stock on my microphone, that's crazy. Like it changed some things, It made a little bobblehead, I guess. That ain't me. I don't know where the bobblehead came from. I don't wear a watch. I've got an Apple Watch, but I don't have no watch on. Like it did some different little, which is fine, but it did some little different quirks and stuff. Added a few things, took out a few things. It added the coffee cup, added, sunglasses. I got glasses on. It added sunglasses instead of my glasses. So it's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. I wished I could live by your model right there, Ray. What? You should be Ray Moto. I wished I could be Ray Moto, man. God almighty. It don't let me have my name, man. It took that channel. I mean, I can change my name. I can't change my name in my channel, though. I wished I could. I wished I could use my Ray Moto name, which the other one's Ray's Moto Life. But I would have to go through a verification now where this channel was monetized. I can't even change my picture now without having to verify it again, And if I tried to change my name again, I don't think I could I'd probably have to add something on it or something again. So I do a little better nowadays than live streaming so much things. Used to, but it doesn't take. Yeah, it does. It takes a little bit to get used to live streaming. I just, it is what it is. I try to have fun with it when I do these streams. When I'm cool, yeah. No, I get it. AI has, it does, man. It's pretty. This is why I like AI. Now, I don't care for it to be, all that, they're going to make robots, they're going to take over. Well, we do have something called, pew-pews, guns and shit. So we do have things like that. We can stop them. They do have power. All you got to do is unplug them or take the power out of them. I could care less. I mean, I think it's good for certain things, but this is the AI I enjoy. Gets to do the photos or videos or music, stuff like that. I think that's the fun part of doing AI. So, let them now look. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I thought it looked cool. It changed some things. It added some things. It took away. Yeah, I'm critiquing it too hard. Yeah. Well, like I said, who's the fat dude in the picture back there on my wall? I have no dude in the picture on the wall, you know what I mean? Of a fat old gangster. You know what I mean? That's looks like an old gangster or something with a hat on and shit. I just thought it was pretty neat, Like I'm trying to learn OBS Studios. I have OBS Studios too, and I noticed some people stream with OBS through, with StreamYard too. And like I ain't figured it out. I've watched videos on it, and it's like confusing to me. It's confusing how I'm supposed to do the OBS. Like, do I click on it first before I even click on my page on my thing to bring anything up? Like, it's weird for me. OBS is weird. I wished I knew somebody that had OBS that could show me do a private stream with me and get in the background and back here in the stream and just show me and let me share my screen and let them show me how to do it, because I would like to do the OBS where, when I do this, I do the full coverage of my emoji. Like some people do the OBS and they do the picture of the video and it fully covers up, instead of the little round circle, it covers the whole, thing here. I don't know if I'd use it much for a lot of other stuff, but did you see what StreamYard's letting us do now? Did you get the, did you get the notification this morning on the StreamYard? It lets you, whatever you're sharing, like resize it, move it to wherever you want on your screen. That's pretty neat. Like I can make it smaller now and shit. Ask Gemini to help you. Okay. Huh. Did you get that? Like this? Like, okay, let's see. I can pop this up. Watch. Then I can go over here to the little pencil underneath to edit. And I can do this. Let's see. Make it small. I can make it small. I can move it over here anywhere I want. Let's see. I can move it up here if I want. See? Look here. I can save it and I can move it to where I want. Okay, I can manage my layouts. Let's see. You can do different layouts now to where they are small. Let's see where my layout is. See, look, now I've got a custom layout. Look, and now I can play my video over here. What? Grade it. You can make it big. You can make it small. You can put it on wherever you want on the screen. Pretty cool. Let's see. Or you can go back to it. Click it. Make it big again. Put it wherever you want it on the screen. Save. Save, update layout. And now I've updated it back to where I want it. Pretty neat. So you can do custom layouts now. Do you have that feature now? You can do that in the edit modes as well. Resize your stuff. Yeah. While you're streaming, but it's more, okay. You're okay live and not edit mode. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just thought it was pretty neat. I pay enough money for this shit. They ought to be giving me all kinds of stuff, Should be able to do whatever the heck I want with it. I just think it's wild that they take so long to give us the features, It's like, dude, I'm paying $50 a month. You should be giving me, I don't have the most expensive one, but I have the 49, 45, 49, whatever. I don't know what it is. It just withdraws from my credit card every month. I've got it on an automatic. I've been paying for StreamYard for like 5-6 years now. 6 years, I guess. Yeah. I've been paying for it. Just automatically withdraw from credit card every month. And the reason I did that is because I didn't want it to cut off on me in the middle of, streaming, because I was streaming so much. You know that. I was streaming so much. And at one time I was streaming shit 2-3 times a day. I'd stream on Instagram, different platforms, at the same time. I was streaming, constantly. And in the morning, and then I'd stream in the evening, or I'd do a early morning, and then sometimes I'd do like coffee hour or lunch hour, or not coffee. It was like a breakfast, or I don't know. I would name them different. Every stream I would name it different. Be like, hey, coffee time or breakfast time or, noon, lunch break, come and chat at lunch break. It's lunch break. Let's have a live stream. And I was doing some mini. I did get burnt out. So, I've always said custom layout. Oh, so I'm not sure what the new update means. Oh, okay. If you could do it without going into the edit mode, that might be a bonus. Well, what you can do, I just edited it. I saw the new update. Okay, so what you do underneath where you have all the layouts there of your, screen, like I can move this, move it back over here, move it over here, move it over here, that little edit pencil over there. While I'm streaming, you can just push on it, and whatever you got on screen, you can downsize it, upsize it, move it wherever you want. And then when you save it, it will add that layout to your platform. It will add that. And so now when you want to share and use that layout, whatever content you want to share or whoever you want to share, it will always be in your layout form. So, you don't have to just click this one or this one. You can just automatically go to this one in the, before you get started. If you start out your streaming quick, or if you, like me, I start out with just me talking for a few minutes, and then I have to go and share something, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. So now you can just have your layout ready to go, just like down here in your backstage, like this. I have it ready. It's down here ready to go. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if it's any better or helps anything. I think it's pretty neat because I can do a custom layout and have, say, YouTube or whatever I'm going to share, whatever other thing I'm going to share already laid out and ready. So that way, when I get ready to share another one, I don't have to go up here and click on the other tab, or, you know what I mean? I already have that certain layout ready. So I know where it's going to be on my screen and shit, I guess. So, I've always been able to do that. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you got the, DaVinci or Devon or whatever. You got all those things. You can do anything. You can do you can do layovers. That's one thing I never could do. I had a guy I know. He made me a custom thing. See, with my name, he made me this. He made me a custom one with my name and my platforms here. I wished he would have put something in the middle here that said subscribe, maybe a subscribe, or I know it's on the left side, or would have put my name. I don't know, something. It's just a little plain. I should have told him to put something there. It's my fault I didn't. I don't know. But like I said, I think I wished I could do layovers like that, borders or whatever y'all call them. I think they're overlays. Yeah, overlays. No. See, look, I'm homeless. Donate, Cash App. You'll love how this ends. And then, of course, StreamYard has AI. I always put in like the matrix. Like here, this is what I like right here. I did the custom Nebuchadnezzar from the Matrix, and then of course I did the skyline in Nashville, Tennessee. I asked AI to create me some warrior angels that are warriors. I said, hey, and then I was like, man, let's do an 80s themed background. You know what I mean? So I asked it to create it. Man, that's bright. That's pretty cool, huh? And then I put my picture in and said, here, create me in my yard next to my motorcycle, And then I put, nope, here. And then I, just doing, I like this. And this is one of my favorite ones right here. because I'm so interested in the old ninja samurai shit. I love all that stuff, you know. And then, of course, I did the old Star Wars looks, you know, fight scene. One of my favorite Game of Thrones with the dragons. This one's cool. AI wasn't really doing good at this point on StreamYard. If you look, there's no Jack holding these bikes up. I just typed in, put 2 old dudes in a garage working on choppers, and this is what they put out. It's pretty neat. My favorite thing, though, growing up was Ninja Turtles, guys. So this is my Ninja Turtle studio, Heroes in a Half Shell podcast. I loved Ninja Turtles growing up. They were my favorite cartoon. This is their podcast in the subway with Splinter back here, Turtle Power Hour, live from the lair. Back there signs this. You know, I thought it was neat. I like it. Like I said, I'm silly like that. Carefree life. No, not carefree. Here, I'll give you some fun.
Thank you so much for all your donations. You make me smile every time you send a donation.
There we go. I just figured y'all deserve something nice since you did not donate. Since you have not sent any donos or cash apps, I figured y'all might enjoy something nice. All right, man, I'm ending it anyways. It's been almost 3 hours. So make sure you guys subscribe, like the channel, guys. It's fun. We have a good time here. If I know you, you're more than welcome to come on my panel. Just do not break the TOS rules. We'd like to have good conversations. I will talk about just about anything except things that break the TOS. We do not want to break those. I am working hard on getting my channel monetized again. So please watch the other live streams, the videos. The shorts are great to watch, but they don't count for the watch hours. I need the watch hours. I've got like 1,000. Let's see. Right now, I'm just at here. Let me check real quick my studios. Let's see. I'm at 1,032. It's saying it ain't updated yet, but I'm at 1,032 watch hours. I need 4,000 to reapply. So, you know, I need some help with people watching the videos and the live streams, guys. Please watch those. Set your TV on repeat. Put the playlist I got in there. Hit repeat. Just let it play. Repeat. Help me out. That's all you got to do. Go to my playlist. Put it on your TV you're not even watching. Hit play. Let it help me out. As soon as I get those back, they should give me back my monetization, and then we can really kick off some stuff from there. So, like I said, just trying to kill some time to make it almost 3 hours. But anyways, please do that. Subscribe, like. This is what helps the channel as well.